What up? Rated M gang, bro. Look, before y'all even get on me, I'm sick, so don't even bring up my voice. But what up with y'all, man? Episode 78 of the Rated M podcast, man. We got Khris, King of the Last Text. We got Lewis Nose Coons. We got Cam's Big Head Ass. We got me. How y'all boys doing, bro?
Shit, chilling. Yo, Lewis, what is this?
Oh my God. Oh my. Yo.
I'm just giving us a respectful spoiler on what's to come.
That's not
our Lord and Savior, King of the fucking ring, greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, is going to alleviate us of the pain we have endured the past 3 weeks. 3 weeks. We are getting it, and we are whooping ass up and down.
You don't believe this. You don't believe this, do you?
I do. I fucking do. We are. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes.
I wish I could be this delusional. One of my favorites.
Here y'all go. Thinking Jey Uso got a chance. This is motivated Gunther, not
nigga finna win.
This is motivated Gunther. This ain't cocky Gunther. This motivated.
Got a chance. He finna win, gang.
No, he's not.
I'm not gonna spoil what I've heard, but I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil what I've heard from websites and shit I listen to. But June 19th, whenever that match comes, expect a new champion. That's all I'm gonna say.
No way. Oh,
Cam,
bro, it's about to be nasty.
Text it to me. Cam, text it to me.
It's about to be nasty.
Text it to me now.
Oh, hell no.
Text it to me. I was.
This man Lewis better celebrate. He better crack a beer and celebrate, bro.
I got alcohol in the fridge. Text it to me.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
But Chad, y'all know what time it is, bro. Y'all see the title of the episode, bro. Reacting to pro wrestling hot takes. Please don't bring no bullshit to the table. Matter of fact, Khris or Lewis, whoever, bro, y'all take control of what the hot takes we're gonna be reading, bro. Because I'm not. Don't pull up the ones that nobody actually believes.
Khris, I am signed out, so you got it.
Oh, signed you out? Okay.
No, he didn't sign me out. I signed myself out.
Oh, got you. Okay. But yeah.
Cam, send that shit to me.
Shit. Anything we got to get into before we get into segments, though?
There things I think we should address. First off,
definitely.
Let's have a moment of silence for Sabu.
Yes, please.
So, question. Is June 19th expected to be a big show?
That I don't know. I don't know. In June 9th, I think the date is June. It's the Raw after Money in the Bank. So I think it's
June 9th. June 9th.
Hey, Goldberg. You want a main event tonight? Come on. Put your career on the line. Title versus career. We know you ain't winning that bitch anyway. Come on.
Oh,
I had to add the already fucking big ass news segment. I just had to add to it. Come on. Listen, bro. Listen. Y'all should be happy that Gunther has a great chance. Y'all should be. Y'all don't want Gunther's champ again. Lewis, I
got
He's not gonna, bro.
Oh, Lewis, I got bad news for you. It's not gonna be Gunther.
It's gonna be Gunther. I have faith.
Bad news for you. The person said don't expect it to be Gunther. They said Gunther's largely out of the world title picture this year, or he's expected to.
So text me who's it gonna be. My reaction will tell it all.
Oh no. Oh.
I have faith until it happens.
I already expect. I already can tell who the. Oh no.
I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna just look.
Oh no.
Praise to Jim Ross, of course.
Yep. Fuck cancer.
Yeah, bro. God.
Fuck cancer, nigga. Oh God, fuck cancer.
Hold on, we'll see. Oh shit. Oh.
Who is it, bro?
I will not say for the people that don't want to be spoiled. But
good or bad?
And you think it is?
Oh. Ooh.
It could be one or two people, and one of them I really don't want.
Ooh. It's not a bad name, but it's a ooh. Okay. All right. No.
I mean, you did say ooh wah, so
that's what I'm saying. The noise you made.
I'm not gonna say for the people that don't want it to be spoiled, but let's just say expect the expected. He is right. It's not
expect the expected. Okay.
It's not Gunther. He's right. It's not.
Okay.
But
expected. All right.
Expect the expected.
Again,
I'm gonna just say what we recently saw will be.
Okay.
I'm only going off reports that.
Oh, you think I'll talk about the world title? Could be anything.
Again, I'm only
word.
I'm only going off reports from guys that I trust. I trust him, but and I trust that guy because he's been right more often than not. So yeah.
So do you think they prolong it from? Because I think that match happens at SummerSlam. It got a main event night 1, right? If Cena's getting night 2.
Probably does happen at SummerSlam. Either happens at SummerSlam.
So that would mean that person. I kind of spoiled the match. So that would mean Jey Uso gets roughly a 2.5 month reign.
That's the amount of time he should.
Not even.
Enough.
Not even.
A month and a half.
Month and a half
for SummerSlam.
If he loses at June 9th, Raw.
June 19th, June 9th. Okay.
Shout out to the Super Chats. We love y'all.
So I assume Goldberg cost Gunther, which would have Jey Uso win.
And caused me to crash out.
And then I'm just saying expect the expected, bro. The answer is in the chat. I'll let y'all figure it out.
Okay. All right, cool. I like it. I like it.
Shout out bread, bro. We got bread.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Super Chats, man. Much appreciated. Yeah. Shout out to Trent. Shout out to K-Rob. We love y'all.
All right, fellas. Here we hold on real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to do a quick. We do a quick 30-second moment of silence. Actually, no, we'll do 15-second moment of silence for that dude Sabu.
Sure.
We starting right about now. Rest in peace, Sabu, ECW legend, ECW Mount Rushmore, one of the greatest deathmatch wrestlers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Sabu, man.
One of the most influential wrestlers of all time. That's one of the most influential wrestlers of all time too. I had the privilege. Sabu was at WrestleCade this year, and he was at WrestleCade last year, and I had the privilege of meeting him. He was outside smoking a cigarette, and I had the privilege of having a brief conversation with him. He was the nicest nice can be. So yeah, he was the nicest nice can be. So rest in peace, Sabu, man.
Get him in the Hall of Fame, man. Get him
facts.
in the Hall of Fame.
One of the most influential wrestlers, deathmatch wrestlers. Honestly, very underrated in-ring performer because he was a deathmatch wrestler.
Absolutely.
He didn't have to do death matches. He's just one of the greatest of all time, bro. So rest in peace, Sabu.
Well, while we're here, fuck ECW. The fact that y'all had to fucking drug that man. I mean, the fact that y'all fucking drug that man to get him to go through things so that way he can get through the fucking.
Yeah, GCW. That was kind of wild, bro.
Y'all should have just fucking called it. Fuck GCW.
That was wild. But Sabu, if y'all can stomach death matches, if y'all haven't seen Terry Funk and Sabu, that infamous match, check it out. Check it
Sabu versus Abyss, Monsters Ball.
Yeah. Also, while we're here, speaking of, while we're here, another legend has falling on tough times right now. Jim Ross revealed he's been diagnosed with colon cancer. He goes in for surgery in 2 weeks. I hope Jim Ross is able to beat this. I know Jim Ross had skin cancer a few years ago that thankfully he was able to beat. That thankfully he's been able to beat. It's been a rough few years for Jim Ross. It's been a very few rough years for Jim Ross. I know he lost his wife in a I know he lost his wife to a drunk driver who has not seen in the inside of a jail cell, which was fucking ridiculous. I know he lost his wife. I know he lost his wife to a drunk driver. It has not been. Jim Ross has not been through. It's been rough for Jim Ross. So I hope Jim Ross is doing well. I hope he's in good spirits, and I hope he's able to be good. I hope he's able to be cancer.
Pray to Jim Ross, dude. Prayers, man.
Yeah.
Cancer's a bitch. Fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. Fuck cancer again, and fuck it 4 times over.
That's real.
So wait, Cam. I don't mean to change the subject. So in that, with your sources you trust, did they say how long that specific person is going to? Is it going to go until Mania?
No, I don't know. I don't know how long that's going to be.
So they only know the plans for that person to win it, not how long it's going to be.
Yeah, they just know that the plan is for him to win.
Oh shit!
Okay. Interesting.
Oh shit!
I feel like I know who it is at this point, but okay.
Oh shit! They're actually going to do it. Oh my god! I shouldn't be surprised, but I feel like once it hits 3, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like CJ from San Andreas. Like, oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah.
Oh buddy, fuck me. Who was the person? Man. Chris, I'm gonna just DM. I'm gonna DM you. You're gonna be like, oh, but then you're gonna think about it more and be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout also well.
You see, we're like, oh, so they're acting. No, it's a good thing. It's just damn. Okay.
I also want to talk about. There's something I want to bring up before we move on. There's something I want to bring up before we move on. If they can hit all of the things, keyword being is if they can hit everything they need to hit at All In, i.e. Moxley loses the fucking title and he doesn't. I.e. Moxley loses the fucking title and he doesn't want it back. And if the product does not go to shit in September. Because the product usually goes to shit around September because the product usually goes to shit around September because Tony Khan is out the week because Tony Khan is back to focusing on the NFL. So he doesn't. So the product usually turns to shit. But if they can keep up what they've been doing so far, if they have a good fall to close out the year, I think this is the best year AEW has had since 2021. I don't know if that's that much of a good thing. But I think this is the best year they've had since 2021. It will be the best year they've had since 2021. I've thoroughly been enjoying what they've been doing on television as of late. I think the build up to Double or Nothing has been very, very solid. And I think the build up to Double or Nothing has been very, very solid. I think the build up to Double or Nothing has been very, very solid. Very, very solid. I'm enjoying what they're doing so far at the moment. If they can hit on the shit they need to hit on, i.e. if the product turns to shit in September, ignore this. But if it doesn't, I genuinely think this is the best year AEW's had since 2012. But that's just me. I thought last night's show was a very good show. I know Mo didn't like it. I know Mo hated it. But I thought last night was a very good show. And again, I'm not saying it's perfect because it's not. There's a lot of things wrong. That tag team division needs a lot of fucking help. That tag team division is god awful. But if they can hit on the shit they need to hit on for fucking All In, then I genuinely believe this is the best it's been since 2021. But that's just me.
Mo's not gonna like this. Mo, I have a roadmap. You're probably not gonna like the roadmap AEW has. Chat. I think Ospreay does it.
Oh, wins the world title?
But I think he loses it back.
To Mox?
I feel like they're only doing that to make the process smoother for Darby to come back.
Oh,
Darby!
I think Ospreay's going to get that little 2.5, 3-month run or whatever. They're going to give it back to Mox. That make him, a 5-time? No Booker T. 5-time? And to show he really, truly got AEW in the chokehold, and then Darby's going to save the day.
That's our hero?
Yeah.
I do not want that. That's not what the fuck I want. That's not what the fuck I want.
Ew.
Hey, Chris, you see what Kieran said?
Here's that. He's giving the.
Ew. Kieran, that no.
I mean, shit. I agree with that, bro. That's the smartest thing Kieran ever said, bro.
The bread unyeasted. That's what I see.
Hey, bro, you know what I think is going on with Jack Perry right now, Chris? You know what I think is going on? Tony Khan probably had plans to bring him back. I think he saw the Mania main event. I think he saw CM Punk and Sami Zayn on Raw a few months ago, and he just looked at Jack Perry and he was like, "Fuck you, nigga." He was like, "Nigga, you probably."
He said we need ratings right now.
That's probably what happened. That's probably what happened.
He said, "Fuck you."
That's what happened. He was getting ready to bring Jack Perry back, and then he saw what Punk was doing. And then he saw what Punk was doing on Raw, and he was like, "Nigga, don't call me no more." That's probably what the fuck happened.
Bro, at this point, bro, I don't know why that nigga's still employed, but whatever.
I don't know why we're acting like homies a scrub.
Who, Jack Perry?
Yeah, Jack Perry.
I mean, he is a bona fide scrub.
No. There's no. I mean, bro. You stand Omos, bro.
Omos
he's no scrub.
Lit. Omos is lit.
He's the greatest of all time.
He has a Mania win.
I don't know why we keep doing this.
Jack Perry don't even have an all-in win.
What?
So I mean, I don't see the comparison. Mouth, I just spoke facts. He doesn't have a win at his WrestleMania. Why should we tax Omos for having a win at his?
That's real.
When's the last time Omos wrestled a match? Can you tell me his last opponent in WWE?
I don't know.
But when's the last time Stone Cold wrestled a match, bro? What you mean?
We are not comparing Stone Cold and Omos. Can we get the segments, please?
You right? Because Omos is just better.
He clears. He fucking clears.
He clears.
And if I remember, Omos recently was a champion to Jack Perry, so we can.
Chat. If you're a fan of what I do or not a fan, regardless, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. You ain't gonna see me.
Brother.
Chris is finally gonna stop being a bitch, guys. He's finally gonna do that gaming content.
I'm taking my talents to South Beach where I'll be fucking respected.
Stitch, you hear this shit? Even Stitch don't fucking believe
why you talking to Stitch?
Stitch don't believe your fucking ass.
Stitch can't hear you.
Stitch can. Stitch can.
Your 2 weeks has been declined.
Oh shit!
It ain't happening. You ain't going nowhere.
You act like I don't have the fucking power in my hands already, bro. Come on now.
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
You want me to put the emphasis?
Becky's kid has the same amount of wins at Mania than Mercedes. No, Mercedes has 1 win.
Oh yeah, I mean Seth Rollins got more Raw Women's title defenses than Sasha Banks, though.
That's insane.
Did I lie?
No.
Get to the segments. Get to the segments. Please get to the segments.
All right, Chris, your turn, brother.
Please get to the segments.
All right.
Floyd Mayweather got the same amount of wins at Mania as Mercedes.
Oh,
all right now.
Oh shit.
All right now.
Chat, we here for episode number I don't even know of matches of the week, but we here. Before I get started, since I guess I'm in charge of highlighting the hot takes comments, if you guys in the chat can do me a favor and just preface every hot take you have with hot take in the beginning of it so I can see that it's a hot take and that I should take it serious. So with that being said, let's dive into these matches, bro. I got 2, both tag team matches, and very good. We're gonna start with Dynamite from last night. We're gonna start with Dynamite just to make Cam smile. Let's go with Will Ospreay and Adam Page versus Josh Alexander and Konosuke Takeshita. Another can they coexist? Story is as old as time, bro. For real. This match went 19 minutes. The match begins with Will and Takeshita before Takeshita tags in Josh Alexander almost immediately. Ospreay attempts a top rope attack to a standing Alexander who turns it into a flapjack. Nice little spot there. Josh Alexander tags in Takeshita, grabs Ospreay in an electric chair, and Takeshita is set up on the second rope. And Josh Alexander, he's got Ospreay on his shoulders, and he kind of just like tosses him in front of him. And Takeshita on the second rope still jumps in sync with this and knees Ospreay in the face. Devastating spot. Soon after, Hangman gets the hot tag and basically 2v1s Alexander and Takeshita. He tossed out Alexander. Hangman calls an audible because he was looking for a buckshot. on Takeshita in the ring, but Josh Alexander was fucking with him on the outside, so he kind of audibled that into a moonsault. Hangman and Takeshita trade tombstone attempts, but nothing going. Hangman actually Irish whips Takeshita off of that and into the ropes, and he turns that into a sit-out pop-up powerbomb. Excuse me. Josh and Takeshita get the upper hand and send Hangman and Ospreay to the outside. Takeshita lands a beautiful tope con hilo, bro. Ain't nothing Takeshita can't do, except one thing. And he normally does it right. We are gonna get that to that part in the match, bro. We're gonna get there because normally he's sure-footed, but we're gonna get there. So we go to commercial, we come back, and Josh Alexander has control over Hangman. Hangman goes for a kick and finds himself in an ankle lock. Ospreay gets the hot tag off the ankle lock escape and dumps Alexander and Takeshita to the outside. Hangman and Ospreay go corner to corner. So we have Hangman in one corner on the top rope. We got Ospreay in the other corner on the top rope. I believe it was Hangman who took out Takeshita with a moonsault like he does, and it was Ospreay who took out Alexander with a what does he call it? A sky twister. So good little spot there. Alexander kicks out of he kicks out at 2.5 after a phenomenal forearm by Ospreay. Ospreay goes for a springboard handstands like he does. And when he gets upright again, Josh Alexander actually catches him in a, I don't really know how else to describe it except the burning hammer position, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Almost like a reverse fireman's carry. I thought he was going for a burning hammer here. No, he basically just did like a little spin and a little bomb, like a power bomb of sorts. You really got to see it to know what I'm talking about. A little solid spot. This is what I was talking about. You guys know me. I'm a sucker for a blue thunder bomb. I don't know what happened here. In the moment, I thought Ospreay reversed it, but I don't know what happened. But it was not a blue thunder bomb. But Excalibur on commentary was calling it as such. But regardless, Takeshita gets a pass because he's almost flawless all the time. Following that, Takeshita hits a brainbuster to Ospreay, and Hangman breaks it up. We see Takeshita, I believe he takes, I want to say Hangman. Takeshita takes Hangman, delivers a German. Off of that German, Josh Alexander immediately delivers a German to Hangman again. And then like earlier, we saw a similar spot with Josh Alexander and Takeshita. Josh Alexander has Ospreay on his shoulders again for the electric chair, and Takeshita is perched up on the second rope again. Only this time they take way too much time to get that shit going. And Will Ospreay turns that into a poison Rana. Ospreay was looking for a hidden blade. Hangman tagged himself in, and at this point, Hangman's kind of like he's kind of playing QB. He's kind of be like he's like pointing out Takeshita like, yo, get Takeshita so I can finish out Josh Alexander, right? So they're arguing back and forth. Eventually, Ospreay does this, right? He does this, but he's still in the ring after he does it, and the way he's positioned, he's okay, so it's Hangman on the apron, Josh Alexander in the middle, and Will Ospreay on the other side of the ring, right? Hangman goes for the buckshot. Josh Alexander ducks. He avoids the buckshot, and he almost hits Ospreay. Keyword almost. We saw a similar spot. Hangman almost gets hit with a hidden blade. It was pretty fucking close, chat. But the match ends with a beautiful hook kick to Josh Alexander. We see a buckshot hidden blade combo for the win. And that's how the match ends there. Solid tag team work. I thought Ospreay and Hangman told a great story about can they coexist, and they made it work. And the match we're gonna get at Double or Nothing is gonna fucking cook. Might be match of the year contender, but we gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, our second match for this week, we have Fraxium versus the Street Profits on SmackDown. This is non-title, by the way, non-title. This match went 17 minutes. Now, the story of this match was the Street Profits not being 100%, right? Because they had that TLC match a couple weeks back, the Friday after Mania. So they're still selling the effects of that match. I believe Montez had his abdomen taped up, and I'm pretty sure Dawkins had kinesio tape on his shoulder. I think he had his knee taped up. So the Profits were pretty banged up. They were pretty banged up. I believe Wade Barrett used the phrase physically impaired. That's about what it looked like. And this is going to come into play. Let's talk about it. So the match starts. Axiom has Montez Ford and the Black Widow. Frazier, I don't even want to say running the ropes, bro. This man was fucking sprinting the ropes. Sprinting on the ropes and delivers a kick to Ford while still in the Black Widow. Angelo Dawkins gets the tag and pounces Frazier, sending him over the announce desk like he normally does. After Axiom spends some time in the ring with Dawkins, he gets Frazier for the tag and they deliver a series of super kicks, 2 to Dawkins, then 1 to Ford, who's on the apron, and then Frazier connects with a standing shooting star to Dawkins to a near fall. At this point, we got This Is Awesome chance. And for Friday Night SmackDown, bro, we know how SmackDown is. That shit is the drizzling shits. That shit is garbage. This shit saves SmackDown for me. This shit saves SmackDown. Frazier was looking for a Phoenix Splash, but Dawkins avoids and takes out Frazier. Montez Ford gets the hot tag, and Frazier tags an Axiom. Now, at this point, everything Montez Ford is doing, he got the hot tag, so he's got all the momentum. He's doing the lariats, all that shit. Everything Montez Ford does, he's selling it like a motherfucker, bro. It's his abdomen, bro. On the lariat, bro. He's selling the abdomen when he lands. He delivers a back body drop to Nathan Frazier, selling that shit. He delivers a standing moonsault, knowing damn well that his abdomen is fucked, and he still does it. Tez cools down a bit after putting his injuries through hell. Frazier was looking for a super falcon arrow from the top rope. Dawkins tags in during this and gets Frazier in an electric chair position, and we see Montez deliver a top rope blockbuster to Frazier. So here we go again. Montez Ford putting his already damaged, I guess, abdomen in harm's way. I believe specifically it was his ribs. But Montez Ford stopping at nothing to make sure to get the W in a non-title match. Frazier goes for a suicide dive to Dawkins, but is met with a devastating punch. Dawkins gets caught on the top rope by Fraxium when Axiom delivers a Spanish fly, and Frazier with his Phoenix Splash. I thought the match was over here. Tez breaks it up, and in the same breath takes out Axiom. Axiom hits Dawkins with a golden ratio on the outside. Montez goes for a frog splash again, knowing how he's feeling. He's going for something that's gonna make it even worse. So he goes for the frog splash. He completely whiffs. It's bad. It would be bad enough if he actually landed it, but he landed it flat on the mat, bro. And this is where shit went downhill for the Street Profits. We see they call it a catapulta infernal, which is basically Nathan Frazier. He delivers a leg sweep to Montez Ford at the same time as Axiom at the top rope delivers a drop kick, and it's in sync. Leg sweep, drop kick. And Nathan Frazier's the legal man, and he gets the 1-2-3 over the Street Profits in a non-title match, bro. And you can call it upset. You can call it whatever you want. This, to me, is one of those instances. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm not a fan of champions losing. But they made sense here. They really did. The injuries suffered by the Profits, it would look kind of bad on Fraxium if they got dog walked by a team that wasn't even 50%. So good on them. Tag team wrestling surprisingly carried this week on a show that is lifeless and another show that just fucking sucks. But I'm gonna stop being a hater. I'm gonna toss it over to Lewis with your wrestlers to look out for. I'm gonna see y'all in a few minutes.
Oh yeah, no Matt Hardy. Oh yeah, yes sir. How we doing, chat? Hopefully you didn't look at Cam today and throw up. But I got y'all here with your wrestlers to look out for. Let me share the screen. Y'all let that be shown. Yeah. So here we got 5/15/25. That's the podcast day. Yes, sir. Here we got in the main event. The main event of Raw, to be exact, because this dude can't main event pay-per-views to save his fucking soul or his title reign. Jey Uso. Why is Jey Uso on here for main eventers? The man is connected to like 3 stories at one time, how a world champion should be portrayed. So, yeah, shout out Jey Uso. He's involved with Logan Paul. He's involved with Gunther. He's involved with with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. So at least he's being portrayed as a world champion. So Jey Uso deserves to be here. He's finally being portrayed as one. Next on the list is Braun Breaker because he's Jey Uso's father and he has put belt to ass on him since they crossed eyes. Yep, since the IC title days. Feels like yesterday. So, yeah, you don't believe that, Maturi. But Braun Breaker is getting a push of a lifetime. He's having very good segments. It seems like instead of him being a Seth Rollins lackey, they're actually having him do things on his own. And he's going to be facing Jey Uso. No, I believe he's facing... It's either Jey or Sammy. One of the two. I forgot. But he's facing them. Next up on the list is Jade Cargill, Cam's favorite wrestler. Guys, Jade Cargill, she's been hooping lately. Had a good match with Tiffany. Just had a good match with Nia. Like, hey, the tag match with Tiffany was good. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, Jade Cargill not as bad as y'all trying to make it seem. She got potential. Jade Cargill got potential. So I think WWE is very high on her, like she should be. Like she should be portrayed. So shout out Jade Cargill. Next up on the list is Mina Shirakawa. Mina Shirakawa just pinned Toni Storm, like Khris mentioned. And Mina Shirakawa, she was one of those people where I kind of felt like she was going to get lost in the shuffle in AEW and she wasn't going to be portrayed in a way. But with her pinning Toni Storm and getting a future title match, it seems like they're very big on Mina Shirakawa. And they have high hopes for Mina Shirakawa in the future. And that's always good news, seeing new blood, fresh blood in world title pictures and potentially a future world champ down the line. So shout out Mina Shirakawa. Next on the list is Trick Williams. I touched upon it last week. And judging by the promo segment that Joe Hendry and Trick Williams have had on NXT, first of all, that contract signing was fucking phenomenal. It felt like a fucking movie. Joe Hendry is showing that he's not just a comedy gimmick, that he's not just a meme, that he can actually talk on that thing and that he can actually own that shit. So we already knew Joe Hendry was a great guy. But Trick Williams, the reason I told y'all to look out for him is because Trick Williams, I firmly believe, will be the TNA World Champion. He's the guy to look out for. If I had to choose anybody off this list, he's the main guy to look out for. I firmly believe he beats Joe Hendry at Battleground, and I think he shocks the world. And I think this will be the start to Joe Hendry putting people over on his way out because WWE is high on Joe Hendry. And yeah, so watch out for Trick Williams because I firmly believe the plan is for him to beat Joe Hendry, become TNA World Champion, possibly hold it until Slammiversary, and put over Mike Santana. Since Mike Santana beat Josh Alexander in an I Quit match. I firmly believe that's the plan, and I firmly believe that's where they should go. So next on the list is Miles Bourne. One, because he did the impossible, and when I mean the impossible, I mean bag Stephanie Vaquer. Somehow did it. Deserves it. You deserve my respect. Should I be mad? Yeah, but it's Miles fucking Bourne. So, but Miles Bourne, he's been carrying his momentum. As a solo guy, I'm feeling him a lot more. He had a good showing against Ethan Page. I like for my mans to get a finisher, though. Let's get Miles Bourne a finisher if the plan is to use him in singles title contention going further. But I would love for my mans to get a new finisher. But Miles Bourne, he cut 2 very great promos the past 2 weeks. After he won the Battle Royal, my man said, judge me by my ability, not my disability. And he cut a great promo about kids having disabilities and that they can overcome that and that they can be great. And then this week he cut a promo about being underestimated and all that shit. So Miles Bourne, I think you got the whole world rooting for you. Even though I think all of us up on here probably more than likely have Oba retaining Planet to ass, I think when Miles Bourne has his moments, I think we're going to be screaming for Miles Bourne to try to pull it off. Just the fans aside us, even though we know Oba's winning. But just to give Miles Bourne that hype because he deserves it. Now we moving on to the mid cards. Roxanne Perez, man, that tag match showed me that Roxanne Perez will be fine on the main roster. She's just a person, she's just another person that you're just gonna have to give time. But that women's tag match, I don't know what it is with the women's matches lately, but they've been eating the men up. Not only roster wise and depth wise, but matches wise, they be cooking these men. They're cooking these men, and that tag match was fucking beyond beautiful. But Roxanne, the way she showed in there, pushing Io and Rhea to their limits, I think Roxanne gonna be fine on the roster. Shout out Julia too, but I think Julia still needs to get her mojo back because she hasn't been the same or booked the same since her injury. But Roxanne, she gonna be fine. So Roxanne definitely here. Next on the list is Drew McIntyre. Y'all probably gonna ask me why is Drew McIntyre in the mid card? Because he's in the fucking mid card. That's why he's not a mid carder. He's just in the mid card. But the reason he's on here is because he knocked Jacob Fatu's block off with a Claymore, and more than likely, that's the match, and we're gonna have a treat for it. So, Drew McIntyre is gonna be the first super legitimate Jacob Fatu threat. Actually, no, the second, because LA Knight was first. But we're gonna have a singles match between Drew and Jacob, and we know that shit's gonna hit like crack in the fucking 80s. Oh God. Next on the list is Ricochet. Hot take: Ricochet's the best heel on the planet. That match with Zach Gowen is solidifying it further. I think Ricochet has been the best heel. I generally don't think it's close. I think Ricochet is the number one heel in the world right now. If you want to say Seth, I ain't got a problem with it. If you want to say Braun, I ain't got a problem with it. I personally have Ricochet. The heel work has been crazy. He just had a really good match with Zach Gowen, made him look strong. And Ricochet, I noticed Ricochet's not going to get you the most heat on the mic. He's going to get you the most heat in the ring. Like, trying to do a figure four on Zach Gowen, like, bro, you know what you was doing. Come on, bro. Slapping his fucking nub, the fucking thigh, the nub of a thigh, like, that's where Ricochet is going to shine, bro. So, we got it. Speedball Mike Bailey just had a banger with Realistico, and Mike Bailey was another one where I didn't have hope on how they were going to use him. I thought he was going to be another great in-ring guy that was going to get lost in the shuffle. I personally was wrong on that. Speedball has looked great in AEW. Speedball has been a legitimate mid-carder in AEW, and I expect him to get a title run in the near future. Not anytime soon, but yeah, he's a guy I believe that's going to be champ. So next on the list, our only TNA guy on here, because TNA was a little slow. TNA was a little slow. Not their fault. They were a little, they were a little cool. But I got to give it to Steve Maclin. I think Steve Maclin is the best champion in professional wrestling right now, in my opinion. I think he's the best champion. I think that dog collar match he had with Eric Young was crazy. He's elevating that international title to some crazy-ass heights. I think Steve Maclin is the best champion in professional wrestling right now. He's my number one. Steve Maclin is elevating that championship. He's having some crazy-ass matches. Like, this is... I hope this reign Steve Maclin is having right now transcends him to have another world title run, because when he won the Impact title, he immediately lost it to Alex Shelley. And I firmly believe Steve Maclin was supposed to beat Josh Alexander, but Josh got hurt. But nonetheless, though, Steve Maclin, I think, is the best champion in professional wrestling. I think he's been the best guy in TNA right now. I think Steve Maclin is the best mid-card champion on the like. I think he's probably I think right now, quality-wise, he's a top 10 pro wrestler on the planet. If you don't watch TNA, tune in, give me your judgment. Watch his reign so far if you got TNA Plus. Then get back to me. I think the man is top 10. I think he's the best champion on the planet right now. That's just me personally. Last but not least, there wasn't a lot of undercard people that was utilized like that, but I'm going to give a special shout out to Zach Gowen. It's been a while since a lot of us seen Zach Gowen wrestle, and Zach Gowen had a very good showing against Ricochet. He had very fun moments. He looked strong. I'm going to respect Zach Gowen, and I'm going to put him here. Shout out Zach Gowen. It was a fun match for Ricochet. Fun match. He got him more heat. So that ends it for my segment.
Mo, go next. If you can, go next. I know your voice is sharp, so I don't know if you're doing the segment, but if you can, go next, please.
Yo, muty.
I was gonna say, give me like 20 seconds to finish getting my segment together.
Okay.
I'm on the last day.
Okay, all right. Then can y'all do me a favor? Then can y'all joke around or something? Because I got something I'm trying to take care of right now before I can get into my stuff. That's why I was on for a long part of it. I'm sorry, it just came up. I'm sorry. Something
You're
just
good, bro.
yeah.
Chad,
I'm
just make
wrapping
sure
my
you
shit
keep them.
right now.
Chad, just keep them hot takes coming, bro. Keep them hot takes
Malik,
coming.
but I do my shit week to week though, and Leon Slater didn't do shit this week. Like, I'm not gonna put him there just because I feel like he's cool. Like we watch the shows week to week, and we see who did good, and we're like, keep an eye on this fucker.
I ain't gonna lie, Lewis. I know I say it a lot, but you really are week by week making me want to watch TNA.
I'm about to watch it tonight.
Tune in.
All right, y'all. Give me like 10 seconds here.
We dropping Roxanne's boyfriend. If there was anybody, hold on. Oh wait, Roxanne. Oh yeah. Nah, Drake Moreau can't fight. I thought we were talking about Miles Bourne. I'm about to say, if it could be anybody else, Miles Bourne, cool in my book. You can have Stephanie. He cool in my book.
And I am.
He should be on cloud 9, huh, chat? He got a main event match against Oba. He fighting for the title. He got Stephanie. He's probably the biggest babyface on NXT right now. Yo, tell my mans to crack open a drink, yo. My man's lit. All right, go ahead, Mo.
Let's do this thing, man. Let me get myself on the solo. All right, y'all. Let's run it. May 15th, that is today's date, 2011. We got Chyna making her TNA in-ring debut. In her only match at Sacrifice, it would be her and Kurt Angle going up against Jeff Jarrett and, I believe, Karen Jarrett. That was her only thing in TNA, and I think that would be her last major professional wrestling match. Birthdays, you have Dragon Lee turning 30 years old, Ron Simmons turning 67 years old, and Kevin Von Erich turning 68 years old. May 16th, 2004, Judgment Day. I remember this show for the JBL Eddie Guerrero WWE title match, which ends in like one of the bloodiest matches you'll ever see in professional wrestling. That shit was absolute insanity. But yeah, 2005 Monday Night Raw. Lita turned on Kane, when Lita was basically really the babyface, but she turned heel here, joined up with Edge, and we got one of the greatest couples of all time. Let's keep it a buck. Kane was the heel because he R-worded her. 2021 WrestleMania Backlash. Really good show. I think the most underappreciated show of the pandemic era. You have Roman Reigns and Cesaro in a clinic. You have the triple threat with Rhea, Charlotte, and Asuka. You also have another triple threat with Bobby, Drew, and Braun Strowman. Really, really good show. Birthdays. Let's just take a look, man. Tomorrow's gonna be a wonderful day, man. Our glorious King Omos turns 31 years old. If you're not an Homo sapien, you're not living life the right way, bro. So let's just make that very clear. So he turns 31 years old. David Finlay turning 32 years old. I don't know why Chris shaking his head like he's not a Jack Perry fan. Mike Bennett turning 40 years old. But that's it. Okay, my mind is blanking. I'm sorry, y'all. David Finlay turning 32 years old. Mike Bennett turning 40 years old. And The Godfather turning 64 years old. In terms of deaths, we do have a couple deaths, unfortunately. 1984, you have Andy Kaufman, guy who was involved in arguably the biggest celebrity angle in professional wrestling at the time, and if not ever. Passed away in 1984 to lung cancer. And 2019, Ashley Massaro passed away in 2019. Unfortunately, that's a whole story and a half that I don't think we have time to get into. It's really unfortunate. So rest in peace to those two. May 17th, 1963. Yes, we're going all the way back. 1963, Bruno Sammartino wins the WF title from Buddy Rogers for the first time, and that's when he starts his very long reign, the longest title reign in WWE history. So there's that. 1993 Monday Night Raw. You have a pretty stacked episode. You have Marty Jannetty beating Shawn Michaels for the IC title, and also you have one of the greatest shock wins in WWE history with, though at the time just the kid who was a jobber, Sean Waltman, excuse me, beating Razor Ramon on Monday Night Raw when Razor Ramon was a dominant heel, and then from there he became the 1-2-3 Kid. 2009 Judgment Day. This shows, I don't know why I put this on here. It's not really that significant, to keep it a buck. You have Jeff Hardy and Edge in the main event. It's a good match. Ends in a interference from Matt Hardy because they were still trying to do that fucking storyline. Batista and Randy Orton was dog shit. So yeah. 2010, Bret Hart wins the U.S. title. He wins a title in his very old age, beating The Miz on Monday Night Raw, which he ends up vacating very soon after. That's the last title he ever wins. Excuse me. 2015, Payback. Only thing I remember from this show, the triple threat in the main, not the triple threat, the Fatal 4-Way in the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight title with Roman, Seth, Dean, and Randy Orton. We got a mini little Shield reunion in there, so it's a cool little Fatal 4-Way. Birthdays, you have Odyssey Jones turning 31 years old, and Earl and Dave Hebner turning 76 years old. So happy birthday to them. Deaths, we do have a couple here again. We have Shad Gaspard, one of the best heroes, one of the biggest heroes I've ever seen, passing away in 2020, unfortunately, after trying to successfully saving his son, but unfortunately not saving himself. It's just, that was a really sad thing in 2020 when we were already going through it. And rest in peace to Shad, and you went out a hero, man. Also in 2023, you have Billy Graham, superstar Billy Graham, passing away in 2023. May 18th, 2015, Kevin Owens makes his Raw debut attacking John Cena. So there's that. And looking back 10 years later, Kevin Owens is 100% an all-time great, and you're wrong if you're saying he's not. So there's that. Birthdays. Colton Gunn turning 34 years old. The Blue Meanie turning 52 years old. Kamala, born in 1950, passing away in 2020. Rest in peace. Happy birthday. And Jimmy Snuka, born in 1943, passing away in 2017. Deaths, unfortunately, we do have one death. British Bulldog passed away in 2002 on this day at a very young age. It's unfortunate, but rest in peace to the British Bulldog. May 19th. Sorry, Kane. 1996. We got the curtain call. One of the biggest moments of breaking kayfabe in WWE history. You have Razor, Diesel, Shawn, and Triple H getting in the ring. At the time, half were heels, half were faces. And kayfabe was very, very kept at that point in time. And they got in the middle of the ring because Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were going off to WCW. So they got in the ring, they hugged, and that was a major breaking of kayfabe at the time, and that was very taboo. And it ended up falling onto Triple H. He ended up taking the hit for that. So his King of the Ring win was taken away from him and given to Steve Austin, which in the long run, we saw how that turned out. 2002 Judgment Day. Only thing I remember from the show, maybe the worst choke slam of all time, when The Undertaker beat Hulk Hogan for the WWE Undisputed title. They switched over to WWF at the time. And this was the first WWE pay-per-view. So there you go. Oh, also you had Kurt Angle getting shaved bald by Edge. So there's that too. 2013 Extreme Rules. You have Daniel Bryan and Kane going up against the Shield. The Shield actually hold all the belts on that night. Dean Ambrose was the U.S. title from Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins become the tag team champions. That's a cool moment there. You have John Cena and Ryback also on that show. Extreme Rules 2013 is not too bad, man. Money in the Bank 2019. Shout out to Khris because he told me he was there, man. You got Bayley winning the Money in the Bank briefcase and cashing in on the same night. So that's cool. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Oh, AJ Styles and Seth Rollins had a fucking banger on that show. Really good Money in the Bank ladder match for the men before the finish where Brock Lesnar wins the Money in the Bank. 2019 sucked. Birthdays. You have Kip Sabian turning 33 years old. Danny Havoc turning 39 years old. Aleister Black turning 40 years old. And Andre the Giant, born in 1946, passing away in 1993. Rest in peace, Andre. And now we're on May 20th, 2012. Over the Limit. Main evented by John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. When you had CM Punk and Daniel Bryan put on a fucking classic earlier on in the night. 2017, TakeOver Chicago. Let's talk about something good. You have Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate on this show for the UK title. Fucking grabs, man. This match, I remember at the time, was like, whoa. Like, whoa. Like, this opened my eyes to the British style of pro wrestling, man. It was amazing. Also, you had the Tommaso Ciampa turning on Johnny Gargano moment, which sparked the greatest rivalry in NXT history, and I don't even think that's really disputable. Birthdays, you have Akam of AOP turning 37 years old, Kota Ibushi turning 43 years old, and Road Dogg turning 56 years old. Deaths, unfortunately, we do have one death on this day, and that is Macho Man Randy Savage. Really sucks he never got to come back to WWE while he was still alive. I think he was in the process of making that happen, and he passed away. So at least he was in the All-Stars game that year. So, excuse me. Last day we're going to cover. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really sick. Last day we're going to cover is May 21st, 2000, Judgment Day. This show I remember for The Rock and not Stone Cold, The Rock and Triple H having an Iron Man match, which was pretty damn good. Shawn Michaels is special guest referee. And on that show and in that main event, you had The Undertaker returning, but not as a dead man, as the American Badass, making that debut. But in the process, he accidentally helped Triple H win the WWF title back. So that was when Triple H and Rock kept going back and forth. 2001, this is Monday Night Raw. This is one of the greatest television matches, one of the greatest tag team matches I've ever seen. It is Jericho and Bitchwa, Arrow 404, going up against the two-man power trip for the tag team titles. This is genuinely one of the best matches I've ever seen. One of the best TV matches I've ever seen. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It's fantastic. It's the same match where Triple H tears his quad and still finishes the match. So that's, yeah. Backlash 2017. Jinder Mahal wins the WWE title. Birthdays. I just ruined my day just thinking about that. Birthdays. This doesn't get better. Bitchwa. 1967 to 2007, and unfortunately, same day is Nancy Benoit, his wife. They had the same birthday, except she was born in 1964, passed away in 2007. Fuck you, Chris Benoit. Mr. T also had his birthday on this day, and he's turning 73 years old. So we end on a better note. Happy birthday to Mr. T. And that is it for my segment, and we can get on with the hot takes, gang.
I'm here. You can't see me, but I'm here.
Oh, Cam's ready.
Told people. We don't need all this shit on. They cut all this shit on. The fuck? Okay, all right, I'm here. All right, I'm here. I'm sorry. All right.
Are you ready for your segment?
I didn't get in my news. I'm sorry.
Let's get it.
All right. So, folks, we are here for the wrestling news this week. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. I got a lot of shit to cover. So grab a beverage or something. Here we go. Let's start here. Willow Nightingale resigns with AEW. It was announced. I believe it was last week that Willow Nightingale's AEW contract was set to expire at the end of this year. However, Willow Nightingale is re-signed with AEW. She is re-signed with AEW. It is a multi-year deal. Willow, this is a multi-year deal. Willow expressed happiness with staying. Willow expressed happiness with AEW and wanted to stay. This has been confirmed by Sean Ross Sapp and Fightful Select. So Willow has re-signed. So Willow has re-signed with AEW. I'm not shocked. There are three things. I told because I'm part of Willow's representation team because I'm part of Willow's representation team. I help represent her. There are three things I told Tony Khan. There are three things that we want in order to resign. First, we want a super max contract. I told him that's what the fuck we want. We want Luka money. We want Shea money. We want Wemby money. We want 200+ million. We wanted a super max. And Tony Khan gave us a supermax. Second thing we told Tony Khan we want John Moxley's bitch ass at the next pay-per-view. That's what we said. We said we want John Moxley at the next pay-per-view. Moxley, count your fucking days. And that's what we got. And the last thing we said we wanted a bus. Now, I don't know if she got her bus, but the demands were met, so Willow has resigned with AEW, so there you go. But Willow's resigned with AEW, so there you go.
Did she get a fucking max?
She got a super max, Lewis.
Let's fucking go.
She got a super max. We talked about this earlier. But Jim Ross has been diagnosed with colon cancer. He announced the news on Twitter. He announced the news today on Twitter. His surgery is scheduled. To happen within the next 2 weeks. So, all prayers up the greatest commentator of all time, Jim Ross. Let's move on here. Bozilla is set to appear at Pro Wrestling Eve. For those of you that don't know what Pro Wrestling Eve is, that is a women's promotion based out of the UK that Will Ospreay helps run. So, according to Corey Brennan of Fightful Select, Bozilla will compete at the June 6th Pro Wrestling Eve event. Her opponent has not been revealed yet, but Bozilla recently competed for Marigold Girl 2024. She also wrestled in Las Vegas during Mania Weekend. She joined Suri, I think that's her name, who was facing Alice Windsor for the IWGP women's title at the same event. So, that is according to Corey Brennan. Cedric Alexander to AEW. Here's what we know from Cedric Alexander from AEW. This is according to Fightful. Cedric Alexander, as we all know, is a free agent, and he is open to joining AEW. And he is open to joining AEW. Cedric Alexander and AEW have had conversations. They have had conversations, and the departure of Big Swole is not set to play any kind of role in him leaving. So there you go. Let's move on here. Shotzi was a part of the recent WWE releases. I believe 2 weeks ago. Shotzi was announced. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. Shotzi was part of the WWE releases, but according to reports, Shotzi is confirmed for MLW's June 26th show. MLW confirmed it. They had a teaser for, and MLW sources says that she's expected to work multiple events for MLW going forward. The company is very excited to have her. The company is trying to build up this women's division. They are really trying its best to build up their women's division. And they have some solid talent down there. I like Janaya Kai. I like Delmi XO. I'm shocked Delmi XO has not been picked up by WWE or AEW. But I like Delmi XO, and Shotzi is also joining MLW. So I like that. She's said to be. So I like that. Selena De La Richa, who I'm shocked Selena De La Richa has not been offered a contract yet by WWE either. She's very good, but she is said to be overhauling their women's division. So you can expect some Joshi talent, especially from Tokyo Joshi Pro, will be a regular presence going forward at MLW shows. MLW, they're also targeting a lot of the CMLL. They're also targeting a lot of the CMLL luchadors and top indie prospects. And MLW is hoping to build a dual match between Shotzi and Shoko Nakajimi. I think that they're reigning MLW World Featherweight Champion. So that's what they're hoping to build too. So congrats to Shotzi. I hope things work out well for her. Update on WWE Evolution 2 rumors. Update on WWE Evolution 2. These are the rumors, talent reactions, and statuses via PW Insider and Fightful Select. WWE Evolution 2 is rumored to take place the same weekend as Saturday Night's main event in Atlanta this summer. The proposed date aligns with the AEW All-In Weekend, potentially setting up a major counter-programming move. I don't think this would be counter-programming. I don't think this would be counter-programming personally, because All-In is set to happen at like 3 p.m. So All-In is set to happen at like 3 p.m. So there you go. But it has not been officially confirmed yet by WWE. Fightful reports that talent have not been informed about Evolution 2, though they are aware of online speculation. WWE legends have discussed the possibility, but it's unclear if based on internal info or public rumors. WWE officials have not responded to multiple inquiries on that matter. So there you go. Quick media TV updates regarding AAA, AEW, Shockwave, and TNA. Here you go. WWE and AAA TV in the U.S. WWE is bringing AAA content to the and WWE is bringing AAA content. WWE bringing AAA content to U.S. TV seems like a very likely move. WWE has a struggle to secure U.S. distribution for Evolve for the upcoming LFG show, which has already happened. AAA could benefit from WWE's reach and network relationships to expand its U.S. footprint. WWE has its prior experience airing lucha-centric programming, airing superhero shows in the late 1990s, and English commentary would likely be applied to make AAA content more accessible to the U.S. audience. Update on AEW Shockwave. Shockwave was never an official show, more of a concept pitch than a confirmed project. There were talks with networks, but nothing solid came up of it. Also, AEW was satisfied with Collision, so I think Shockwave was going to be their backup plan if Collision ended up falling short. But Collision, I think, is the best wrestling show on TV, so that's been happening. And then, according to John Alba of Sports Illustrated, TNA is actively looking for a better TV deal, which they should. TNA should absolutely get a better TV deal. John Alba reported talks with 5 media partners, a sign of intensified efforts. Discussions around finding new partners have been ongoing since at least December 2024. However, no confirmation yet on how far these talks have progressed. With TNA's recent rebranding and momentum, now is a pivotal moment to secure a prominent TV slot. So there you go. TNA has banned blading. TNA has banned blading and blood. TNA has banned the use of blood in matches effective immediately. This decision was followed by an internal meeting where it was said blood had been overused recently. Take a hint, AEW. The company wants blood to mean more when it is eventually used again. The ban is also seen as a move to make the product more broadcast friendly, aligning with their efforts to land a better TV deal. John Alba confirmed that TNA is actively shopping TNA Impact's broadcast rights, which has been ongoing for months. In the same meeting, Ross Foreman and Eric Tompkins were announced as new vice presidents with the company. So there you go. Folks, we got an update on Billy Jack Haynes. I'm gonna give a quick rundown and I'm explain what the fuck he did. But he's been medically unfit to stand trial. So here's who Billy Jack Haynes is, if you don't know. Billy Jack Haynes rose to fame in the Portland territory back in the late 80s. He worked for several top promotions, WWE from 1986 to 1988. WCW as Black Blood. He's worked for New Japan, World Class, Florida Crockett Promotions. He worked for the Florida territory, Jim Crockett Promotions, and other wrestling promotions. But in recent news, Billy Jack Haynes was ruled mentally unfit to stand trial in the murder of his wife Jan Beecraft. I think that's her name. Billy Jack Haynes has been charged with second-degree murder and unlawful use of a weapon in her February 2024 shooting death that occurred in Portland with the neighborhood shelter in place and a 2-hour standoff before arrest. Haynes, 70, was non-cooperative with police linked to tactical team intervention. Beecraft, who was 85 years old, was found dead from a gunshot wound, so it was ruled a murder. Billy Jack Haynes has pled not guilty and was scheduled for trial in December 2024. However, legal proceedings are paused. He's been ordered to undergo further evaluation at Oregon State Hospital, so there you go. Okay, these are spoilers from AEW Collision, so if you watch Collision, spoiler alert ahead, but these are the spoilers. The Double or Nothing card has been updated, as we all know. The Double or Nothing card has been updated. As we all know, it will be Jon Moxley, Gabe Kidd, the Young Bucks, As we all know, it will be Jon Moxley, Gabe Kidd, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, and Marina Shafir against Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, Powerhouse Hobbs, Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega, probably Katsuyori Shibata and Willow Nightingale. Tony Storm will take on Mina Shirakawa. Will Ospreay, Tony Storm take on Mina Shirakawa. We have the Owen Hart finals with Ospreay, Hangman Page, and Mercedes and Jamie Hayter. And then we have the Hurt Business defending their tag team titles against Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara on pay-per-view in 2025. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, on some other news, Cora Jade, who was a part of the WWE talent releases 2 weeks ago, she has reverted back to her name of Elena Black, and she is also been returning to the Indies. It has been announced that she has a lot of dates coming up. She has some GCW appearances coming up. June 14th, she will be at Black Label Pro at Crown Antique Mall in Crown Point, Indiana. June 27th, she will be at Top Talent Wrestling in Edmonton, Alberta. And then July 27th, she will be on Atomic Legacy Wrestling Star Spangled Slammer 9 pay-per-view at Daytona Beach, Florida, which is available via Truly TV. So there you go. Speaking of more WWE releases, Gigi Dolan has gone back to her name was Priscilla Kelly, and as we all know, she has, and also her appearances, and also her post-WWE appearances have been revealed. Gigi Dolan will be returning to the Indies under her original name, Priscilla Kelly, which I believe is her actual name. She is booked for the following events: June 14th, Wrestling Revolver Cage of Horrors pay-per-view. It's going to be husband and wife, baby. It's going to be Gigi Dolan and Nash Carter. Some good old domestic violence happening in Iowa. So there you go. That will be available on Truly TV June 14th. Also, she will appear at an AIW show in Ohio. Her opponent has not been revealed yet. So there you go. And also she will be appearing at WrestleCade Thanksgiving weekend. So there you go. CMLL talent is using AW Grand Slam Mexico as a WWE tryout opportunity, reported by Lucha Blog. If you are not following Lucha Blog on Twitter, I will follow Lucha Blog on Twitter. He is very in the know with a lot of AAA and CMLL stuff. He's very in the know on that, so I would give him a follow personally if you are into that kind of thing. But AW Grand Slam Mexico has drawn attention from WWE scouts who view it as a potential talent evaluation opportunity. WWE is said to be modern standout CMLL performers, similar to how they signed Stephanie Becker after Forbidden Door 2024. And CMLL talent reportedly see this event as a tryout for the WWE to increase their exposure. Super Luchas reports that CMLL has advised wrestlers not to sign new secure contracts, leaving the door open for WWE recruitment. The event's rapid sellout and strong AW-CMLL collaboration have intensified WWE's focus on expanding its presence in the Mexican market. Lucha Blog also noted that WWE's interest highlights the competitive landscape between WWE and AW and international territories. So there you go. Basically, WWE realizes that AAA sucks. AAA sucks. That's not just me saying it. AAA fucking sucks. And outside of Vikingo, they really don't have a lot of young talent. They really don't have a lot of young talent in AAA. So they're having to scout CMLL. And CMLL is going to lose a lot of talent because CMLL is not known to fight for people. CMLL is like, if you want to leave, leave. If you want to leave, leave. I don't give a fuck. And so that's what's happening there. And lastly, the last bit of news we have, our Cody Rhodes heel turn was pitched. Cody Rhodes' heel turn was pitched, but it was not planned according to Fightful and the Pat McAfee show. A heel turn for Cody Rhodes was pitched earlier this year. The idea was the same turn that eventually happened with The Rock. So basically, the heel turn that happened with John Cena, that was meant for Cody. However, the idea was that the same turn that eventually, those close to Cody were opposed to the turn due to his strong babyface reactions, his high merchandise and ticket sales, and his overall value as the top babyface in WWE. The Rock recently teased revisiting the angle on the Pat McAfee show, referencing Cody selling Rock his soul. Despite the tease, there were no internal plans to turn Cody heel as of WrestleMania. WWE has created plans to keep Cody as a babyface throughout 2025. So there you go. That's all the news I had long one. That's all the news I had. That was a long one this week. A lot of shit happened in wrestling history, but that's all the news I had. So, Mo, you can bring me back up if you want to. We can continue going on. So there you go.
Look at the Hurt Business right there.
I'm sorry, I didn't know how that got here. I'm just manifesting. That's all.
Your finger slipped.
Look at her.
Fingers is, I'm just imagine this, but with just AEW titles.
Facts.
Just imagine that.
Right there. Oh,
I'm just manifesting. That's all. Manifesting? No. Is it happening? Yeah. So why do I gotta manifest? Fuck. Y'all really think Darby not dropping that bitch to Bobby at Double or Nothing 2026? Y'all crazy, man. Come on, man. Y'all tripping, man.
Darby shouldn't win it at all, but
I agree with that.
We move.
Bro, Bobby gonna put belt to ass to whoever, bro. Come on now.
If Darby wins it, he should get squashed.
Can't say it. We hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people.
Aside from the long news segment, it was a lot of shit. So.
No, we ain't get. Yeah, we want news, bro. I didn't know most of that shit.
All right.
Thanks.
You forgot about the. Let me not be nasty.
All right, man. Y'all know what time it is, bro. Y'all know
what time it is.
Y'all know what time it is. Hot takes, bro. You know, Chris, he in charge of bringing them up. Don't say shit you don't genuinely believe.
Yeah, don't troll shit like Darby's gonna win the Royal Rumble in 2028 or some shit. Like bro,
you don't believe that. You don't believe that.
Yes, K-Rob. Wrestling is for who, Cam?
Wrestling is for niggas.
You're stupid. All right, y'all boys ready to do this thing?
Let's see it. Let's see how these people piss me off.
Come on, Chris, pick some juicy ones, man. Come on.
All right, let's get started with
like shit that'll make us argue.
If Bayley wasn't booked like shit from 2017 to 2018, she would be on the same level as Becky now.
I
can't agree. No,
I think she's in the same spot she's in.
It depends on what they end up doing with Bayley. I think her hugger character, because that's what she was at the time, I think that had a lifespan on the main roster. I don't think it would have went as much longer as it did.
I don't think the hugger was gonna last.
No, she needed her heel turn.
Because knowing how WWE is, they don't like the what's the best way I could describe it? They don't like the innocent girl aesthetic.
Mm.
And I don't think Hugger would have went far. Not would have went far, but I don't think it would have lasted long.
Okay.
Y'all remember that's how AJ Lee changed her look? That's how Liv Morgan changed her look?
Yeah, bro. No, yeah.
They told both of them. Well, verbatim, fucking AJ Lee didn't say who it is, but I think we could say John Laurinaitis. He was like, like before she like went into like the short the jean short shorts, they told her like, oh, like you're just a girl that people would rather have play video games with instead of having sex with, and that was disgusting.
Which is crazy.
That was disgusting
and wrong. Shit.
That was disgusting as fuck. But that's what they told her, and Liv Morgan said that WWE wanted her to grow up a little bit, which is why she dresses a little more unclothish,
provocative.
So yeah, but no, I do not agree with the hot take.
No, I don't think it's ridiculous to say, but I don't agree.
I think she'd be in the same spot she's in now.
Yeah, same.
That or like a little bit better. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hot take. Seth is currently the most disrespected wrestler. I don't know what the IWC's beef is with him, but every time you try to bring up his name in all-time talks, someone will always discredit his current work.
I agree. I don't know why Seth Rollins is fucking hated the way he is on fucking... It's always the fucking Wrestle Purist beat. It's always the fucking Wrestle Purist that...
Cam hates Wrestle Purists. My God.
I don't even know who they are.
I don't know who they are either, but
I only know
Ibu. I nod my head every time.
That's it.
I don't hate her.
I don't know any of them.
I don't dislike everybody there. I like Ibu. I like Ibu King. Ibu Ao is funny.
Ooh.
But I like Ibu Ao is funny. But
Ao, shout out Ao.
But outside of them, I do not like Wrestle Viewers, and it's because they say shit like this. It's because they say shit like this. Like I don't know.
Seth Rollins hates very forced.
I don't know what the issue. I don't know what the issue is with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins he's a top 10 in-ring. He's a top 10 in-ring wrestler in the world right now. And it's just, he's been producing great shit for a long time. The only bad year he's had was 2019. Outside of that, everything he's done has been quality. Even though I'm personally not a fan of the fucking Messiah shit he was doing. That was still...
Really?
Messiah. The Messiah bored me to tears. I'm sorry.
Same. But it was good. It was good character work.
Still quality work he was doing. So, like, I don't know what the issue is with Seth Rollins. I really don't.
I've been saying it for a while now. I think Seth Rollins is fringe top 10. I believe we're in a state in WWE right now when we're talking about the Codys, the Seths, the Randys, the Romans. I feel like we're getting at a point where it's super interchangeable as these week-to-week shows go. And Seth is closer to top 10 than you guys really want to admit. Like Cam said, the dude has only had one truly shitty year, and that was 2019. Everywhere else, Seth has literally been a focal point of the product, and he has been impacting it in a positive way. Even when WWE was in the dirt in 2018, it was him in the IC title scene on his back, carrying the goodness of the quality of the show. He was carrying, he was backpacking.
And I seen somebody try to say Seth has more to do before he cracks these conversations. What more does he have to do? What is left?
I mean, shit.
He's won the Royal Rumble. He's a Grand Slam champion. He's main evented WrestleMania.
Money in the Bank.
Match catalog is off the charts. Great promo.
Elevation, Impact with the Shield.
Elevation, Shield. Like he's even dominated the tag scene. What more does he have to do?
I would like to know what more he has to do too. But like I genuinely don't understand the Seth hate. I genuinely don't.
And Lewis and I agree today. He's a top 5 IC champion as well.
Yes, he is. I think I have him 4.
I got him 5.
The man has been quality. The man has been quality since he stepped foot in the. He's been quality. His shit has been quality since he stepped foot in the.
Since 2012, bro. What the fuck more do people want?
Exactly. I don't know what the hate is with him. I don't know.
I don't know what more people need to see from Seth.
He's an elite in-ring worker. He's an elite in-ring worker. He's an elite character worker. His fuse on the show at least got. I don't know what the fuck else do y'all want from this man. What the fuck else do y'all want?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I agree.
So I agree with this take. Yeah, I agree with it.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I will also throw Damian Priest in the conversation because I don't know what more y'all want Damian Priest to do for him to show that he's a main event level star in WWE at this point.
I don't get it. He was very loved at Backlash.
As he should. One of the most consistent guys on the roster. As he should.
Yep.
I don't know where all that fucking hate came from.
So
it's just the IWC.
You know what it? No, you know what it is? It's them. Oh, bitch! I'm gonna get you one day, but it's them Finn fans. It's them Finn fans.
Low key.
It's them Finn fans that are mad. It's not our fault. Finn separated his shoulder. Get over it. Fuck.
Someone being booked consistently without a championship, bro. Wow, who would have thought?
Bro. By the way, chat, like up the stream, bro.
A former world champion still in the main event scene facing world champions. Holy shit.
Such a boring concept, right?
Oh,
shit,
no.
Man.
I hate to break it to y'all, man.
That's how that should work.
If y'all hate Damian, y'all gonna hate Braun Breaker the next 20 years. Oh, shit.
20, yeah. But yeah.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
All right, what's next? What's the next hot take?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it. We got John Cena versus Randy Orton at Backlash was the best match that they've ever had with each other. It has some good matches, but this is the only match that was very close from being amazing.
No.
I can't say that match was amazing.
It's firmly their 5th best match.
It was a very good match. I can't say that match was amazing, but if you said that was their best match, I'm not going to argue.
The only match I can see them putting it above is the Hell in a Cell 2014. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me, you know what I'm saying? Here's why I think it's their best match. I love the aesthetic of the flip babyface heel dynamic. I love that. Mm-hmm. The environment of being in St. Louis. I've never seen a Randy crowd like that. The stigma that it's the last time you were ever going, whether how we feel about this feud or not, we grew up on this feud. Yep. The fact that we are adults now, and this is the last time we are ever going to see these two wrestle. Not only did these two put on great character work in the match, but the match was a clusterfuck in a great way. It was a clusterfuck in a great way, and I just loved it. I loved it, and the storytelling after the match, Randy crashing out during the match, R-Truth coming in saving his childhood hero. That like, it's just the aesthetic of it. Like they really delivered on something that was like, this is the last time you're ever gonna see them. They're gonna ball out, And these guys are way out of their primes too, which makes it even better that these two old fucks really went in there and tore the house down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's an environment.
It's a good
and
match.
It worked.
It was a really good match.
It
For me, at the end, even in the arena, I was kind of just like, all right, bro, like we drag, like especially when it was like all these officials coming down and they didn't send one ref. I'm like, all right, bro, like, all right, you
got
this a little too much.
You were blessed with seeing 12 RKOs in one night.
That shit was funny. I was
Bruh,
like, my ass.
I was yelling at my screen, bro. Jamie Noble was the last one to take an RKO. He watched 5 other people take one. And
who was that blonde-haired fuck that sold that RKO? Yo, that man was
the man with the yellow tie. Are you talking about?
Yeah,
bro. He sold that shit like that.
Sign him.
I recognize everyone in the moment. I forget who it was.
It was a lot of fun watching it back. So I'm not trying to take anything.
Yeah, it was definitely a good rewatch.
But I think 3 ref bumps in that match are ridiculous.
It got to the point where I was in the arena like, all right, bro, like. But I would put it 4th or 5th on their list of great matches. I'd go number 1, the Iron Man match, Breaking Point, the I Quit match, SummerSlam 2007. I'm between this match and the Hell in a Cell 2014, but I'll go this match just because I was there, and then Hell in a Cell 2014.
You better been screaming Randy's theme song, bro.
Dog, I lost my voice.
Word.
And I'm losing it again.
But that St. Louis crowd, if that ref hit 3, they was gonna blow up.
Oh, we would have lost it. I wouldn't have believed it. I would have lost it.
Right. What's the next hot take?
You see, that's the hot take we need right there.
Moxley's AEW title run is worse than Brock's Universal title.
Fuck no.
I think that's a stretch.
Fuck no. Did you see the steel cage match?
That was pretty good. I watched it again. It was pretty good.
That was the first good match. That's the first good match he's had in a while. That's the first good match he's had in a while.
And to be fair, Brock had a couple bangers in there. He did have a couple.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Moxley's title reign is not affecting the show top to bottom. Brock was.
Yeah.
He quite literally was.
Like 2017, like when he first won the title and went away, it was kind of just like these guys are just floating.
He affected it top to bottom. You had guys that should have been fighting Brock taking up the mid-card scene, and the guys that should have been in the mid-card scene chasing after 24/7 fucking titles.
Fucking terrible, man.
That is true. That is true. I'm gonna get called a show for this, but I don't think that. I'm not saying the Death Riders have been good. I don't think they've been a detriment to the show like they have been. I think since Dynasty, especially since they keep the shit relatively short outside of like when they had to set up like their main event segment or whatever. The Death Riders used to be a detriment to the fucking show. He's like, get these niggas the fuck off my TV. Now they're not. Will you stop whining? Now I don't think they're that much of a detriment to the show.
Give your dog whatever it wants. God damn it.
He wants. I think he wants. No, I think my dad got home, so I think that's probably why he wanted.
But yeah, I gotta disagree.
Brock had some highs in there, like the Fatal 4-Way at SummerSlam. Yeah. The AJ match. I don't count the Bryan match because that was the second run with the title. I
combined both. They both sucked.
Fair enough. Then I'll give him the Bryan match, but then that's all he got from me.
They both sucked.
Oh, and the way he lost to Rollins at Mania was nice.
The best thing he fucking did in that title was say, "Put that shit on AJ because I'm not wrestling Jinder." And we all said, "Right on."
I rejoiced, bro. I've never been so happy from a WWE title shit. Even when Jeff Hardy won the world title, I wasn't that happy. I hate Jinder's run. God.
I loved it.
I hate you
because you saw Khali.
All right, what's next?
I almost broke my TV that day.
Rhea Ripley's mommy character clearly doesn't work as a babyface. She should go back to being a heel.
She needs to drop the mommy shtick.
I can't say she should go back to being a heel because she's fucking over like Rover right now.
I disagree. Well, not with you, Cam.
Oh, because she's.
I disagree with the take. I think it clearly works as a babyface. Did you see somebody get adopted by her?
I did. That's fucking insane, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't say she doesn't work as a babyface. I can't say that. I would like her to drop the mommy shtick. I mean, it kind of is weird, but also please get away from the main event scene. I think Rhea's great. Don't get me wrong, Rhea's great. I don't have a problem with her, I just want to see her tell a story without the world title. At least one or two, and then come back and then circle back. Because if it was me, if I had the pen, I've said it multiple times. If I had the pen, the main event of night 1 next year would be Rhea and Bianca for one of the world titles. So
I think the women's championship that needs the most help right now is the women's United States Championship. Send her to SmackDown and let her vie for that. Do something surrounding that. Make that championship feel important.
Kind of like the GOAT is doing with the IC title right now.
Exactly. Shout out to Lena Vega, bro, but she ain't doing shit with that. She gets no reactions on SmackDown.
Bro, it is crickets every time she comes out. It's bad.
I'd you see, if it was up to me, I'd fucking trade Roxanne to SmackDown and have her beat Selena.
I would be okay with that too.
Okay.
I would be okay with that too.
Honestly, NXT got too many women that would be way better off. Like, I'd rather see So Ruka or Kalani hold that fucking title. I'm not saying Zelina's great, but we gotta get the crowd to care about you first.
Okay. All right, what's the next one?
But yeah, I disagree with this. Her mommy shit works.
All of the 4 horsewomen's finishers are bad.
I disagree.
Figure 8's great.
I love the bank statement.
Bank statement's great.
I think we're just shitting on the Bailey to Belly here.
Bailey to Belly and Rose Plant is mad.
You don't want to get hugged?
This nigga here.
Not by her, bro.
The manhandle slam's weak. Manhandle slam's weak. But then the disarmer's great. So
I hate the disarmer. That shit don't even look like it hurt.
Really?
That shit
doesn't hurt. That shit doesn't hurt.
I was gonna say, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. Do it to me. That shit hurt. Probably because he was pulling too fucking hard. But
she's not even putting all weight on your body. Like, how was somebody tapping out from that? Take the pain and just fucking swivel. She's not putting no
just
weight on
roll around and get her off.
Literally. Like, it's so I hate it. I'm sorry. But I'm with you. Figure 8 is fire. Bank statement is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, bank statement's really unique.
I love the bank statement. Yeah, with the backstabber, yeah.
Yeah, come on now. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say all of them, but some of them, yes.
Some of them, yeah. Some of them.
Edge is the greatest heel of all time.
All right, we're getting hot now. Ooh.
It's very clearly Vince. That's I think it's
I think it's Vince. As an overall character, yeah.
It's Vince.
It's
I think if we go for just wrestlers, like actual wrestlers,
right?
I go Triple H at 2 in terms of heels, and then I go Edge. Then
I like to throw a name in there.
Okay.
I have Ciampa top 3.
Ooh,
I hear you. I think with my thing, because
listen, you Edge fan, you don't know what the fuck Ciampa did to me as a fucking teenager.
I mean, you're a Gargano fan, so I get it.
You don't know what Ciampa did to me,
bro. One of the biggest things I remember Ciampa doing
came out
at like the height of that feud with Gargano, bro. Lewis, I know you remember this man. Fucking Ciampa took Johnny's wedding bands and threw it in Full Sail in the crowd, bro.
Bro, my man's on Takeover Chicago. Took off Johnny's wedding ring, spat on it, and flung that shit. And then you know what Johnny did? Beat the piss out of him, handcuffed him, and you know what Ciampa did that broke my heart? When Gargano was getting through the middle rope, that man Ciampa with his arms tied behind his back went boom, hooked him from the middle rope, and Willow's bell to the fucking platform on the ring, straight wood. And beat Gargano with his hands tied behind his back.
Crazy
you know what the fuck that made me feel? And to find out he became #1 contender after that, you know how that made me feel? I wanted to fuck the dude up.
Nah, Ciampa's fantastic. I think Ciampa gets lost in these combos, so I appreciate that shout out.
Oh yeah.
The Edge is genuinely the most hated man of an entire generation.
Oh yeah.
I have cousins who don't watch the shit anymore that still hate this motherfucker. Still hate this motherfucker. They saw me wearing my Edge shirt and were pissed. They still hate this.
Damn, I'm saying turn him heel in AEW. Turn him heel.
I mean, I don't think the AEW fans connect to him the way the WWE fans do. So I mean, it could work there. It wasn't going to work in WWE. The second run, it wasn't going to work.
I think Edge has a claim, a very strong claim.
He has a claim. I just think Triple H is very hard to pass.
I don't know, man. Edge got impact with his heel run though. The Money in the Bank.
Twice.
We're talking the best heel of all time to me is Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah. He's like the given answer.
The most hated. Oh my god, he was something.
Yeah, no, it's Vince. It's Vince. But Edge got a case for Easily top 3. I got him 3.
Chad, these are some good ones, man.
That's it's getting us talking.
Our next one.
Aleister Black should be the one to beat Jacob Fatu for the men's USA title.
No.
Nah.
No.
I would say give it time, but
I don't have a clear cut because on one hand, I think Jacob is going to get fucked over by Solo soon, and on the other, I could see them doing the Gunther route where he holds that bitch for a long time.
I think that's the route they're going.
So again,
what's the Ambrose record?
I don't know. I don't know who beats Jacob, but I know for sure there ain't no motherfucking Aleister Black.
Nah,
I'll tell you that.
I don't think he needs to build some crowd connection before we do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Get him off.
Love Aleister Black though.
Hell yeah.
You said Aleister Black needs to build up crowd connection. I agree, and we talked about this yesterday in our main chat. I think the biggest reason why a lot of the names on SmackDown aren't over because they're on SmackDown. As corny as it may seem, I think a lot of the reasons why certain names are not getting over is because they're on SmackDown. SmackDown is
I hear you.
SmackDown is terrible.
Terrible. I don't watch it week to week. I can't. There's a segment I care about. I'll go watch it on YouTube, but I'm not watching the whole show.
SmackDown is a terrible show.
I can't do it.
It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence to me anyway. It's not a coincidence to me anyway that DIY were getting reactions on that DIY. They started to get reactions on Raw. They're starting to get reactions on Raw. They're starting to get over. They go to SmackDown. They come out and it's crickets. I don't think it's a coincidence at all that Zelina Vega, who will come out on Raw, and Zelina Vega ain't get a massive pop, but people react to her because people like Zelina Vega because of the OWO. People like Zelina Vega because of the OWO. I don't think it's a coincidence at all that they moved Zelina Vega to SmackDown. The woman comes out to crickets. I don't think it's a coincidence at all that Damian Priest, who was getting rock star level reactions on Raw, they moved him to SmackDown. Damian Priest, he still gets good reactions, but they're not nearly the same as they were when he was on Raw. I don't think that is a coincidence. I really don't think that is a coincidence.
Well, we talked about it. I feel like Raw's tag division, I feel like they're more involved with their storyline shit. Like American Made, like Julius Creed and Brutus, they haven't been going after the tag titles, but they've been involved in storylines. They've been involved in story. SmackDown, it just feels like a bunch of motherfuckers just want a tag team title shot, and it's just a series of matches.
No.
Like Fraxium is getting over because they legit just told a story. We want to go after Street Profits, and we can prove that we can beat you. You don't even got to put the titles on the line. We know we're better than you, so let us show it right now.
Also,
and Fraxium's over as fuck now because of that, because they got put into a little ass storyline.
Also, the Street Profits Fraxium match, watching it was a very good match, but watching it took till like the 17th flip for them niggas for the crowd to react at all to that shit. Like it took literally the 17th flip for them to react to that match. I think the show's being dog shit has something to do with it. I think the crowd can. I'm not trying to disagree or argue with you, Lewis, at all. But I think the show's being shit have a large role to play in it. I think the crowds being dead most weeks because crowds are dead. Those SmackDown crowds are dead most weeks. Unless your name is LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Chelsea Green. When you come out, those people are not. They don't give a shit about you. Right? When you come out, they don't give a shit about you.
But here's also the problem too. When you're just portraying those names, like it's a problem. You got a 3-hour show. Why is 2 of it going to motherfucking Drew McIntyre and Cena and shit? They don't need that much time.
We need a draft ASAP. Or just end the brand split.
Here's what I'd do. Save LA Knight. Put his ass to Raw. Thank you.
Facts. I can definitely see him in that World Heavyweight title scene in the next year.
So many people that could use a change of scenery, bro. It's not even funny.
Tell Braun Breaker to count his fucking days.
Real. That's real. All right, let's get to this one on the screen here.
Yeah.
Since he's probably turning back face this summer, Cena's heel run will be remembered more as 01 Austin heel turn than it will NWO Hogan.
I literally just said this in the Discord yesterday. John Cena, I think it's going to be a situation of great turn, follow up, It's going to be looked at as follow-up, not needed. Heel turn, not needed. Like Austin's. Great moment, great heel turn. I think a Mount Rushmore heel turn. But the actual execution and the follow-up and the fan interest, not there. That's not needed.
Motherfuckers don't want to boo John Cena.
I'm willing to give exactly. I said it before and I'll say it again. This heel turn comes more off, bro. He comes off. This heel turn does not feel genuine at all. Like, bro, like at least with John Moxley, I believe what John Moxley was saying. I don't know what he's saying most of the time, but I at least believe John Moxley believes what he's saying. I don't believe John Cena believes what he's saying when he's on SmackDown or when he's cutting these promos. And the fact that the promos are consistent of him coming out nonstop. Can we get an explanation as to why you did what you did?
Well, we can't because the bald bitch that's responsible refuses to fucking show up.
That's another thing.
But here, all right, here I like to offer up this perspective.
Okay.
Now, maybe his promos don't sound genuine, but what I saw at the ending of Backlash, which is why I'm giving the Cena shit some grace, I feel like what Cam is saying plays a part. I feel like Cena is portraying somebody deep down he knows he's not. Saying the promos don't sound authentic, him shitting on the crowd, him selling his soul, that's not a John Cena thing. I feel like deep down, internally, he's fighting to come back out and be the John Cena we know and love. He's portraying somebody he's not. Yep. He's trying to be somebody he's not. That's where I'm like, okay, the ending of Backlash, I can kind of understand. I low-key understand the heel turn a little bit more because you're trying to be something you're not. And you did it for this moment. And now you're starting to realize maybe you didn't really need to do what you did.
It wasn't worth it. Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't worth it. So I'm taking it as he did it. He did it, but now he's starting to realize this isn't who I am. And every promo he says, I feel that a little bit more, that he's just saying it just to say it to get it out the way.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm more intrigued in the process to babyface Cena coming back than I am seeing heel Cena continue, if that makes sense.
How the fuck did we get to babyface Cena again, though?
Cody's
gonna be the one that. He's probably gonna take his hand when Cody wins it back.
Oh man, this is why Cody's gonna be top 10. Crazy, holy shit!
Yeah, because there was a hot take where someone got on me for saying Cody was Mount Rushmore of the last 10 years. We'll get to it though.
That's not. That's not. I understand.
I'll break it down in a second. If we get to it, I'll break it down.
What's the next hot take we have on here?
As of right now, Ricochet is the best heel in AEW and at least top 3 in the world.
Ricochet has been great.
I agree.
Ricochet has been great. I don't know about
top 3 in the world.
Ricochet has been great.
Wait, top 3 what? Like
heel
wrestler? Heel. I have him as the best in the world right now, personally.
Word.
I got Rollins, kind of. Yeah.
Rollins shit just started.
He just started.
Ricochet has been the most hated man in AEW for about 3 months now.
I think in terms of AEW heels, I think the most 3 hated, like the ones that generate the most heat, are Ricochet, Kyle Fletcher, and Wheeler Useless. I think those are the most 3.
Tell us how you really feel.
Wheeler Useless, yo.
Y'all suck. But those would be
Wheeler.
Is he a better bodyguard than Marina Shafir?
Better than fucking Raquel Rodriguez, bro.
I mean, low bar.
I personally have Ricochet as the best heel on the planet. Yeah, that's just me. Kyle Fletcher's not too far off though. Kyle Fletcher's right there.
Kyle Fletcher is a great heel.
You've been putting in work, bro.
He is a wrestler. He looks like Miles Bourne's little brother.
Wow,
yo, that's crazy. You kind of do, yo. Wow. You really do, actually.
You look like Miles Bourne's little brother.
That's crazy.
All right, what's next?
Miles Bourne looked like he dunked on him, bro.
That is crazy.
That was next.
09 Orton as a total package might be the most overrated peak of all time.
Go ahead, Lewis. This is your time to shine because you watched this. You sat there and watched it. So go ahead. Muted.
Ass. Oh my god, dude. Let me tell y'all, bro. I sat there with Fuck my boys, Kieran, fucking James, Mo popped in for a little bit. Dude, 6 hours straight of 2009 Randy fucking Orton listen, I'm all right, I'm not gonna go too far. Great story with Triple H, matches suck. Decent story with Batista, matches suck. He got his ass kicked by 09 Flair. The post WrestleMania with Triple H, those matches were good. WrestleMania 25 sucked, but the Last Man Standing, the 6-man tag sucked. I don't give a fuck about the story. That shit sucked. The shit sucked. The 6-man tag match sucked. But the 3 stages of hell or 2 out of 3 falls, that was good. Once we got to Cena, they did have 2 very great matches. 2 great matches. But let me tell you, man, Hell in a Cell sucked. SummerSlam, one of the worst matches I've ever fucking seen in my goddamn life, dude. Holy shit. Like, dude, Randy had very good moments with like Kofi and shit, but for the most part, this dude was giving you cat piss and dog shit covered in cat piss for majority of 2009. And the main thing I want to bring up is how vicious he looks and how bald he is and shit. No, his quality don't match up to this peak. If you really want to glaze the true Orton peak, you got 2007 Age of Orton. You got Randy Orton in 2004 as Intercontinental Champion. And then you have Randy Orton from 2013 to 14 as Undisputed Champion. Shit, I'll give you Randy Orton in 2011 when he had Feud of the Year with Christian and where he made Mark Henry look like a fucking god.
2018, Randy.
I'll give you 2018 Orton when he was feuding with Jeff.
To me, I'm sorry to cut you off, Lewis, but to me, 2018 Randy Orton, that's what 2009 Randy Orton should have been.
2020.
I'll give you 2016 Randy Orton with the Wyatt family. That shit was fire. But 2009 Randy Orton is one of the most overrated peaks ever. From a storytelling aspect, that dude was dog shit up until the Cena shit. The shit was dog. Even the shit with Triple H after Mania was not good. The matches were better. If they had the matches post WrestleMania 25 and then the story from pre WrestleMania 25, Triple H and Randy would look so much different. But it doesn't. Yeah. He's so inconsistent. He has a lot of fucking bad matches, and the dude looks like a bona fide screw. He looks like a bitch. He wasn't this killer in the ring like people trying to make it seem. He's not that good. No, I'm sorry, Cam. Go ahead.
And also, go ahead, Cam. Sorry.
That's one thing I hated. I'm sorry. That's the one thing I hated about 09 Randy Orton. The man, Tommaso Ciampa. I know Ciampa didn't win every match of his clean. But I know Ciampa was a slimy, dirty. I know Ciampa was a slimy, dirty son of a bitch. But Ciampa was psychotic, and when he had to, not every match of his ended with fucking bullshit in the 2009 Randy Orton. Oh, here comes 2009 Randy Orton. He's scared to face this person. Oh, I'm gonna get DQ'd. Oh, I'm gonna get DQ'd here. Oh, I'm gonna get DQ'd here. Oh, I'm gonna have legacy come out and cause it. I'm so fucking tired of every fucking heel winning that way. I'm not saying every heel wins that way, because you have people like Gunther and you have people like Jacob Fatu that will straight up smoke you. You know, you have people like Jacob Fatu that will straight up smoke you. You know, Gunther will be like, nigga, I'm better than you. We gonna get to the ring and I'm gonna show that I'm better than you. But for the most part, I'm tired of every heel in WWE needing some sort of fucking outside interference to win. Nigga, win cleanly. I will say this, one thing I like about NXT, even though I don't think the show is very good right now, but one thing I like about NXT, a majority of their heels, they can win clean. Right? They win clean. A majority of their heels are not chicken shit. They're not bitches. Ethan Page is not a chicken shit heel.
Ethan Page was packing up Javon Evans for like 2 months straight in singles matches. Clean, by the way. He was making this fucker bleed.
Right, Ethan Page will attack you backstage. And then Ethan Page will attack you backstage. And if he gets the smoke back, Ethan Page will tell you to your face, hey, bro, you really not shit.
Ethan Page will look at you and say, I ain't gonna lie, I think you kind of a bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. And if you
I think you a bitch. You ain't gonna do shit.
Exactly. And if you want me to prove it, you can meet me in the ring tonight, or we can have Ava set some shit up for the pay-per-view. You really not shit. The only chicken shit heel you have on NXT is Lexis King. Outside of that, all the heels on that show.
Is that why you don't like him?
No, that's
bro. Ethan Page was NXT champion. Joe Hendry pulled up and said, "I want a shot." Ethan Page said, "Come here, bitch. Come on."
Yeah, man.
He said, "Come here." He said, "Come here, so I can fuck you up. Come here." He said, "Right." He said, "Come right here."
Thank you, but Roxanne Perez is as tiny can get. That woman is small. She is not a large.
Low-key a pussy for real.
She is not.
I think Roxanne's like 5'1".
Word.
Yeah. Outside of outside of the Julia match where Cora Jade came in and fucking helped her, and like we didn't even know, and like she didn't even know Cora was coming back. Outside of that, Roxanne, when the majority of her matches claimed, was on the microphone telling people, "Bro, I'm the savior of this division, bro. You not shit."
Yeah, what did Roxanne do? Oh, you want a title match? Come here.
Bro, thank you. Bro,
Oba did the same shit. Oba said, "I'll take on all 5 of you motherfuckers." What's up?
Not going back to 09 Orton though.
Nigga, when you want the title match, you want it on TV tonight, or you want it at the pay-per-view? Let's go. Hey,
You want to do it? You want to do it at the house show on Saturday? We can do it there too.
Hey, shut up, bro. What you want?
But yeah, the 09 Orton, bro, my man. Let me tell you something. Yes, he's a heel, and he was booked as a chicken shit heel. But he was doing shit I've never seen. I didn't even see Seth Rollins do this shit. My man's was running away from Batista. Do you know what he did? Grab the ring post. You expect Batista to not rip you off that shit? Oh my God.
Even
He's
like
so
the build, people don't talk. The build to SummerSlam 2009 for John Cena and Randy Orton sucks. I just watched it back so I can cover it for TikTok. That shit sucked.
shit ass.
They went in the same segment, nose to nose. Like they were about to, y'all seen that image where Randy and Cena are literally nose to nose about to beat the bricks off each other, right?
Uh-huh.
That same segment, they pulled the "Can they coexist" bullshit with Jericho. That build
That is
sucked.
fucking awful.
And then you had Ken Jeong and Jeremy Piven getting involved. Fuck that story. I hated that shit.
Bro, the build up to Extreme Rules 2009 against Batista in that steel cage match, it was literally Ric Flair pulling up, putting belt to ass backstage to Randy Orton. It was, bro, you would think Ric Flair and Randy Orton gonna have a match for the WWE Championship, and honestly, I would have put the belt on Ric Flair the way Ric Flair was whooping that ass. I'm not even joking. He was getting his ass whipped. We can react to it in the fucking VC LED. I don't care. He was getting dogged. He was getting dogged. He needed Legacy to put Flair down. And y'all want to try to convince me this man was a demon compared to 13 or 14, compared to 2016 YFM, compared to 07 Age of Warren, compared to 04 IC champion. I'm going to fuck Mick Foley up by myself, Randy Orton. I don't need Evolution's help, Randy Orton. That? Come on, dog.
All people talk about when it comes to 09 Orton is from the beginning of the year when he punted Vince, going into WrestleMania 25, that's where it stops for everybody when they talk about him. Mm-hmm. And then they circle back to when Randy tried to set Cena on fire with Pyro. That is their evidence for this great peak that people bring up.
It's not that great, gang. I don't know what to tell y'all. It is not that
There's
great.
way better versions of Randy Orton. Way better.
Honestly, I would like to know how long Batista's reign would have been in 2009 if he didn't get hurt, because I don't think Randy's getting that bit back. I don't know how the fuck you would book him to face Batista after Batista dog walked him for 8 minutes in a steel cage. And Randy got no offense in. I'm not believing that Legacy bullshit either. I'm not believing Legacy going to get involved and cost Batista the match either. I'm not. I'm sorry.
Next one.
Hey, little bro.
I agree with this peak. I agree.
Yeah. Fuck 09 Orton. Shit could eat a dick.
Cody is not in the Mount Rushmore for the past 10 years of WWE. I personally think it's a recency bias.
Okay, so let me break this down because I'm the one that said
so
this
on
the league's page.
We're going 2015
to 25.
All right.
And this was my argument. So my Mount Rushmore was Roman, Seth, Becky, Cody. So reason why I have Cody Rhodes on that number 4 is the fact that his peak is arguably already a top 10 peak we've ever seen. The last 3 years, he's accomplished things in his career that had quality attached to him. Things that people who've had 20-year careers never accomplished. Mm-hmm. Back to 4 straight WrestleMania main events. 1 was iffy. 3 were genuine classics. back-to-back Royal Rumble wins, has an amazing feud with Seth Rollins, has an amazing feud with Roman Reigns. Like, the shit we seen him do. Like, bro, he's elevated himself to a whole nother stratosphere in those 3 years. Like, there's people that were there from 2015 to 2025 who are not sniffing Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
They're just not sniffing Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
That's why I got him in my Mount Rushmore for the last 10 years.
I have to agree. I don't think it's recency bias. I think here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Cody Rhodes is averaging 1 pinfall loss a year. He's only been pinned 4 times. Yep. 2 of them, no, he's been pinned 5 times, excuse me. So one of them was to Roman, one of them was to my Via bitch ass, one of them was to Drew, one of them was to Solo.
And now Cena.
5 times, excuse me. He's only lost 5 times since he's coming back. So from a winning percentage, he's been one of the most dominant guys in the entire company. And on top of that, you got to look at not only the championship wins, but like how much Cody has grown. Like, has one of the greatest WrestleMania returns ever. Like revisionist history, it is. He has one of the most gutsiest performances for any match we've ever seen. That's gone down in history. Cody Rhodes was also the catalyst for John Cena to turn heel when we thought it would. Like, Cody has already done some legendary shit. And plus, dare I ask, if Cody's not Mount Rushmore, then who? Because the only other name I'll accept the past 10 years is maybe Drew McIntyre. Maybe.
I would hear Kevin Owens.
I would hear Kevin
I would go
Owens.
Kevin before Drew. Honestly.
I would hear Drew. But other than that, there's not much competition.
There is a name I would throw out but there is a name I would throw out because accolades wise, I think he should be on here. But if we going off his overall quality, no.
Don't say Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay, I'll be quiet then.
Yeah, don't say Brock Lesnar.
No, I mean, like, his best parts was 2014, so that he wouldn't even meet the cutoff for that. You know, the streak breaking and then the Cena squash. So he missed that for me. So,
but yeah, no, Cody
has nothing
but like make history, and I'm sorry, Cody.
Y'all go look back at 2022 to 2025. Y'all go look back at it within the next. I'll give it a decade. Y'all go look back at it in a decade and look at it and be like, that nigga really did that. That nigga really main evented 2 WrestleMania nights, won back-to-back Rumbles, had the title for a year. Like, come on, bro. Y'all gonna look back at it and be like, damn.
Lewis, you're TNA guy. I'm gonna pull this up and I'm gonna ask you what the hell is this. Look how bad this is. Look how bad this is. My God.
What the fuck?
I promise you, this is not a weekly occurrence. She is on trial. WWE has sentenced her to assness.
Look at this right here. Look at this shit right here. What is this?
Get that off my screen. Get that off my screen.
Next hot take. We're done.
I was about to say, who do you know is standing in the ring? Who do you know is standing in the fucking ring with Maivia, Roman, and Seth? We're talking about 2 current world champions, a man who is barely out of the top 5 all time, and the crowd is saying, "We want Cody." With 3 of the biggest guys in the ring, and they're saying, "We want Cody." They're actively hijacking shows, house shows, pay-per-views. We want Cody. Like, I think a lot of y'all don't want to put Cody on there because of recency bias, because he's a modern-day superstar.
Yep.
Because he's so modern. But if you really look at it, bro, he's been nothing but legendary since he's came back.
Motherfucker wrestled a match with a legitimately torn pec.
None of us are doing that. They made it a focal point of the match, but they did not shy away from it either. Seth Rollins with that kendo stick was going crazy.
Ridiculous, bro.
Again, I don't know who else you would replace. Don't tell me no Jey Uso. Please don't tell me
Fuck
Jey
no.
Uso.
What?
Yeah, someone might say Charlotte. Fuck out of here.
Hell no. What has she done? We just had this conversation last week, bro. If we go off accolades, we're talking about 4 WrestleMania main events. The first one of 2 men
to main event both nights of WrestleMania. A year-long reign as undisputed champion. Don't forget undisputed tag team champion as well. Back-to-back Rumble wins. Like if we're looking at it, bro, I mean, who has been better consistently? I'm not a merch guy. I don't give a fuck about merch, but consistently the top merch seller. Like I'm
literally top 5 out of all athletes on the planet
on fucking Fanatics. Do y'all know what Fanatics is?
You're competing with LeBron, Ronaldo, Messi,
fucking Neymar, Mbappe, motherfucking Sidney Crosby, Alexander Ovechkin, fucking Brady, Jordan.
Hey, bro, y'all ready for Nikki Bella's comeback run?
As long as it's for a mid-card title.
As long as it's
for a mid-card title.
I'm only asking because she is set to pay her ex-husband $200,000 a month in child support.
Her what? Whoa, what?
Did Artem break the system?
$200,000
a month.
What did
wait, I misread that. So she's gonna be paying him $3,500 a month.
Oh, okay.
And then $200,000 up front.
Oh, okay.
What? Did he beat on her?
Also, I don't know if y'all saw, but Ted DiBiase Jr. is facing up to 45 years in prison.
Lock him up.
In August for allegedly stealing millions in welfare funds. You know what that means?
Wow.
You know what that means? Lock his ass up. Lock his ass
stupid,
up.
Mo. You're fucking dumb.
I lost my money. I'm fucking broke.
Nice hot take.
Got him locked up. They won't let him out.
You $1 million man junior, and you motherfucking stealing.
Crazy work,
man.
Salmon Jacket Mark Henry should have murdered Cena in 2013 and won the WWE title.
I can't agree with that.
I'm so iffy on this.
I'm in the middle, bro.
If Brian wasn't alive, yes.
Right.
If Daniel Bryan was, that's where I can't agree with it. If Daniel Bryan was not on the roster, then yes, but Bryan was on the roster.
Bryan existed, and unfortunately, Mark Henry had to tap out at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, the tap out was kind of crazy. But it
was supposed to be a pinfall.
That was a pretty damn good match too.
That Money in the Bank was a damn good match.
Shout out Mark Henry, man.
But Cena can't wrestle.
Right? I wish, trust me, if Bryan was not alive, yes.
Yeah, I would have been 100% with this.
Yes.
It's a good one, though.
And then we could have gotten Hall of Fame 2.0 done the right fucking way.
Yeah. Instead of losing the Big Show for no fucking reason.
Fuck.
Now, what's next?
Let me see what we got. Chat, keep them coming, bro. Keep them coming.
Keep them rolling, man. I ain't got shit to do today, so keep them rolling.
I saw one that said Orange Cassidy should be a pillar.
We're not going to talk about that one. We're not going to talk about that one. No, we're not talking about that one.
Cooking.
Okay. No. I wasn't trying to diss Jack Perry now. I was going to say that won't work because when you have a pillar, that pillar is under what? 30 years old. Orange Cassidy is 40. Orange Cassidy is in his 40s. So he went.
What the fuck?
So him being a pillar does not make sense. Okay, what's next? That's all I was going to say.
Cody Rhodes was the absolute wrong choice to beat Roman. It should have been Seth. What we saw at WrestleMania could have been the way Roman lost his title.
Next one. I'm not entertaining this. Sorry. I'm sorry. No. Seth was world fucking.
I'm gonna ether this right now. The second Cody Rhodes opened his mouth and said, "I'm winning the WWE Championship for Dusty." That's it. Done.
Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the story aspect of Seth, but no, I'm sorry.
That title reign, whoever beat Roman Reigns should have become the face of the company.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
Next.
All right, next one. Jesus.
Let's see.
Pick a nice one. One that'll make Cam's next show.
Wow.
Both members of DIY will have a world title reign once they break up.
Allow me to break this down. I'm gonna break this down as smooth as I can. Let me get closer.
Oh boy.
Let me get closer. Fuck no.
Let it go, David. Let it go.
I'm sorry. I want it. No, it's not happening. Listen, You can hear the pain in my voice. You can see the tears about to come through my eyes. It's great imagining Johnny Gargano with big gold. It will never happen. Sorry. I'm used to it. I'm used to standing mid-carders. I don't know why they're my favorites, but it is.
I thought, and
U.S. title though. Hey, listen though. Hold on.
I thought there was some chance of Gargano being something on the main roster when they brought him back. When he made his return in 2022, no announcement. They just brought him back as a shock return. I was like, oh wow,
pop. He got
huge pop.
Here's the problem though. I'll tell you exactly where it went downhill. He got hurt.
Yep.
He got hurt when he was getting the reactions that everybody wanted him to have. And that chamber match is where he got hurt. And he was off TV for months. And that's where we got the Ciampa storyline. Now, granted, can Ciampa and Gargano be this generation's, like one of this generation's greatest mid-carders? Yes.
Yeah.
World champ, though?
No.
I mean, I would have loved to see it, but you gotta be.
It's not happening.
Yeah, this was like 2019, maybe.
Next question. It's not happening. Let's see. Gargano can go to TNA though. Hold on.
Main eventers needs to do more side quests / mid-card feuds to keep them fresh. Example: Bianca going for the tag belts because staying in the main title picture is becoming a detriment to Rhea.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. We need more mid-card. I agree. We need more main eventers doing side quests. I agree with that. Not every main eventer needs to be in the title. Every main eventer needs to be Scott. Not every main eventer needs to be in the title picture. Not every main eventer has to.
Somebody clip me doing this.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes, most side quests. The Kevin Owens side quest he went on with Ezekiel was one of the funniest things. It was great.
And now we have Elijah.
I love that feud.
The Dom and Ray side quest. Like, you got me a BMW?
Yeah.
It was funny as fuck. But yeah, I agree. Fuck Rhea.
Wow.
I mean, I'm sure.
Cena in 2015 is prime example.
All right, what we got? The over-reliance of catchphrases in WWE is ruining some people's promos. Jay Uso.
Yep. Prime example.
Depends how you use them. Because like if you're a person who English isn't your first language, like spamming this is like one of your best things that you can do. Like you got to get over. So it would Jay Uso though. I'm not gonna say the yeet shit bothers me.
It bothers me
because he's trying. Because I see actively like there is times where he's trying to cut a serious promo and he tells the crowd, and then they still do it. But you know, I'd say it depends on the person. Because when Jacob Fatu does the all gas, no brakes, coast to coast, yada, I mean, like it's cool. So it depends who says it.
It's the one word catchphrases.
Yeah.
It's those one word catchphrases.
Yeah, but if you're somebody like Penta who literally or EO who got to do this to really get over, I'm all right with it.
Yeah, and Penta don't cut promos like that anyway. So.
And when he does, he says, "Yo soy Pentagon, cerro, mierdo." We all do it at home. Don't act like y'all
Facts.
don't.
Facts.
I do.
I've been very pleased with Penta in WWE. I didn't expect him to come in and get over right away.
Yeah, I don't blame Jay. It's the fans.
It's his presentation. They've done an amazing job with this presentation.
Don't worry. Everybody's going to be straight.
Hey, WWE, here's what I need, though. I need you to do this at least one time. Buy Smooth Operator and let Penta come out to it one time. Let him come out to Smooth Operator.
Now, hold on.
You stupid.
Penta dance over. The tribute to La Parka is over, bro. My man going.
Buy Smooth Operator one time. Let it come out with it. Smooth Operator. Shout out to V.
Why does Cam Loki have vocals, bro?
Shout out to V. Shout out
to gassing him up.
Yeah, shout out Hang 'em High, bro.
Shout out to Hang 'em High, one of the best accounts you can follow on Twitter.
That's real.
Like I said, it all depends on the catchphrase. Because when Chad Gable says "Thank you," and shoosh, I love it.
Facts.
I mean, it all depends who's using it.
Yeah. Next one.
Street Profits should split.
No. There's no direction for either of them right now.
I think they're doing their
Clip
best
this
work
too.
they've done.
Clip this too.
The best work they've done on the main roster is the shit they're doing right now, in my opinion.
Bro said delete.
Remember
when Broken Matt Hardy was the biggest thing in pro wrestling?
Yeah, remember what Jeff was too? Then CM Punk got him out of here.
Look. Remember when Christian held the world title for 2 days?
I have no
You have no rebuttal for that.
I don't have a rebuttal.
Oh, wait.
Christian's not a crackhead.
Wait. Here's the thing. All them drugs, right? All them arrests, all them DUIs, but still Jeff's WWE title reign is longer than Christian's 2 world titles.
Hold on, bitch. I'm gonna do a cop out. Let's compare EW careers now, bitch. What's up?
Okay.
Wow.
What's up?
That's poverty.
Hey, Christian top 10. What's up, bitch?
That's the poverty franchise. Jeff? That shit don't count.
Is he even a top 10 tag team in AEW history? Fuck no.
Die. Next.
Fuck no.
Did I tell you the Blue Dot story with Christian?
Yes, you did. I know of the Blue Dot. I hate it.
That shit crazy, bro.
The most stupidest fucking thing.
Like, how you gonna put a blue dot on somebody?
I can't fucking believe this guy was the most over guy in a fucking European tour against Cena, and they said this shit not big enough. We're gonna add Jericho. Man, fuck you. Fuck you. God damn.
Well, the Jericho Cena stuff was great.
You know what? I'm watching reruns of Kristen tonight in TNA, so it's okay.
That was nuts.
Let's get it.
They might not be his best rival, but Orton's best opponent in-ring chemistry-wise is a tie with Daniel Bryan and Christian.
Hey, Cook!
Correct.
Did you have to add that last guy in there though? You couldn't just keep it at Bryan.
I mean,
2 days. Next one.
Y'all couldn't just keep it at Bryan.
Oh, my bad. 5 days on television.
Y'all couldn't just keep it at Bryan.
I'm gonna look at least.
But both TLC matches, cuck. Both TLC matches.
I'm gonna look at least Randy Orton at the defense.
No, we're not doing this again. Next one.
Wait, what'd he say?
At least
Fuck Rey Mysterio, nigga.
At least Randy Orton at the decency to get.
No.
For 5 days.
No.
At least with Ray, the argument could be, I already wrestled a match. Cena's fresh. Christian and Randy were both fresh, and that nigga lost.
Cena gave Ray an hour.
Bro, we was not.
Ray shouldn't have won.
We shouldn't have won either. We were never gonna win. We was probably gonna have the feud with Edge and get packed up like we always do.
Crazy work.
I'm grateful for my 2 days. Fucking damn it. Was it worth running up my mom's credit card in 2011? Probably not. It was probably not worth it.
No, but I agree with the statement.
This next one, it's going to feed into Cam's agendas, but here we go. I've seen people fantasy book Karrion Kross or Braun Breaker to win Money in the Bank, and I think that would be a terrible idea because cashing in on a weak opponent doesn't fit their characters.
Yeah, I don't think Karrion Kross should be a world champion right now.
I disagree on not fitting their characters. Braun Breaker attacked weak people all the fucking
time.
No,
Braun, that would work. Karrion, no.
Especially Braun now. Yeah, it definitely would work now.
Yeah, Karrion, no.
Karrion need to win a match first.
Yeah, that.
I'm not talking about on main event. I'm talking about on screen and on Raw.
Cam, you're a little too happy right now, bro.
He about to say some bullshit.
I don't care. Sheamus cashed in on Roman. I don't give a fuck.
That was fucking stupid.
What you mean?
No, we're not. No, we're not caping for that shit just for Sheamus to lose it 2 weeks later, bro. No.
What you mean? Roman soloed Vince.
Announce yours.
Is that how it happened? No. No. Sign. This is a record 2 hours and 8 minutes.
I've been waiting all night, bro. I got to sign 3 times.
Actually, no. Belt two.
Wow, this is belt worthy.
Belt. Yes. I'm tired of him. Did you see? He tried to do the yes chance.
Announce your cash.
He said, "Announce your." Look, he's
like,
doing
why?
It. Belt.
If I had it on me, I would. But
all right, you get the stitch of disappointment.
Facts. That motherfucker's mad at you.
Lucky I ain't got. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it. Next one.
All right.
All right now.
Raw in 2021 was just as bad as it was in 2018 and 2019.
I disagree. You know why?
No.
You know why?
No.
Because we hurt people. We hurt people. We had Bobby Lashley. We had Bobby fucking Lashley.
Big Bob.
At least.
2018 was so bad.
Yeah.
That I genuinely remember the dates of these fucking episodes.
Well, yeah, I don't know. All right, go home, bro. You need.
That's how ass these shits were.
Go get some ass.
That they fucking traumatized me to the point I remember the date.
When Raw in 2018 was so bad, that is literally the reason we no longer have Dean Ambrose in WWE.
That episode is rent free in my mind.
Is it really that?
Yes, it is. Yes,
it's the worst episode of Monday Night Raw I've ever seen.
Damn, you could have just had Ambrose if you just didn't put him out there with a fucking gas mask and sirens.
Lewis,
bro, that was the episode he got a shot in his ass.
Bro, Dean Ambrose is confirmed. Bro, John Moxley has confirmed this in interviews because Moxley was like, I wasn't really sure, if I was gonna leave. I thought about it, but I wasn't really sure. The moment he got the text from Matt Ryder telling him what the plan was for all, Moxley was like, "Yep, I'm gone." He was like, "Yep, I'm gone."
Imagine betting on yourself in AEW and like winning 4 world titles. Crazy.
It's just, bro.
My thing is, why didn't they see the vision with Ambrose?
November 26, 2018 is the worst episode of Monday Night Raw I have ever fucking seen. And somehow you could argue the Ambrose shot in the ass wasn't the worst part of the show. No. They had a Dolph Ziggler Seth Rollins match that was fucking mid. That's how bad. That was the best part of the match. The best part of the night. That's how bad that episode of Raw was. You know how bad that episode of Raw was? Somebody, because that episode of Raw was in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Somebody went on Milwaukee's Wikipedia page and said and edited, because you can edit on Wikipedia. Somebody edited, this was also the city where wrestling died on November 26, 2018.
Was a terrible.
That's how dog shit that episode.
2018 and 19 was also having beach balls in the fucking crowd. And it got so bad to the point where WWE was literally banning beach balls from getting brought.
I plan on covering that fucking episode.
And it wasn't even SmackDown. It was literally Raw. At least SmackDown in 2018 and 19 is SmackDown right now. It was like, it's there.
No, 18 was good. 19 was ass.
19 was horrible.
19 was bad. 18 SmackDown was.
Yeah, I disagree. At least we had Bobby Lashley having a great.
Yeah, 21 was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
At least we had the rise of RK Bro in 2021.
Yeah, 21 you had some good stuff in there. RK Bro was good.
Big E eventually getting some moments.
Yeah.
Big E I disagree.
No, it was an iffy time, but yeah.
It was rough. It was a rough watch. Come on, Chris. Come on, give us a good one.
Without Seth and his faction, WWE right now is shit.
No,
I mean, me personally, I struggle to care about WWE right now. Like,
I agree.
I wouldn't say it's shit. I would say underwhelming if you want.
Yeah, underwhelming. I struggle to care right now.
Oh wow, it's like showing Seth's value. Crazy. It's like he's top 10 all time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't disagree with this fully.
You see, Dre, that is one decision I really hate, because if you remember in that time frame, Liv Morgan was built up perfectly to win that Money in the Bank match, and they gave it to Nikki AS.
I literally thought she was winning that shit.
I had her winning.
Yeah.
The Nikki ASA shit might be my worst thing of all time.
What'd you say?
I remember. Let's go, because I remember. You can ask Stevie about it. You can ask Stevie about it, because Stevie laughed. Because Stevie still laughs his ass off about it. Stevie still laughs his ass off about it, because I knew Stevie then. I had a take that was so bad about the ASA show. I was like, you know what? He's gonna get over with this gimmick. I was like, she gonna make it work.
No, hold on. I saw the vision, because I firmly thought if WWE put the masks on sales, that everybody was gonna be wearing a fucking mask. I thought the same shit. Bro, corny shit gets over all the time. You mean to tell me if they didn't put those fucking masks on sale?
Not that corny shit.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys are losing me with that shit.
Well, she became world champ, bud.
And look at her
for
now.
a month and lost it right back to Charlotte.
Almost a superhero.
Don't remind me.
I don't know how you're world champ and you're almost a superhero. I don't know how much closer to a superhero.
And then when they turned her heel, they try to like keep that character, but with like all black.
Try to make her a villain. Her a villain.
Almost a super villain.
Charlotte match for fire though, but I didn't appreciate her losing to Charlotte the first night as champion in a regular singles match. Talk about you can't beat me, Nikki. Well, I can't believe her now.
And then she still lost in SummerSlam on top of that.
But the thing is, she won in a no disqualification match the next week against Charlotte clean. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Michael Davis.
Could have just let her win both?
Michael Davis, you damn right I had the Lily doll. What you gonna do about it? You damn right.
Next one. Next take.
Oh my goodness.
He bought another one too. Sick work. On stream.
Back to chat too is ridiculous. Chat, I'm running low, bro. Make sure you get him in, bro, while we still can, man.
A good one, not one we're just like, oh yeah.
Put some thought into it. Come on, let's have some conversations.
Yes, sir.
Geek MJF trying to be a part of the Hurt Syndicate has been his best work since his Punk feud.
I would say his best work since the Adam Cole stuff was good.
Yeah, it's been the best thing since the Adam Cole stuff. He's slowly, MJF has slowly been returning to form. He's slowly been returning.
It's been the best work since the Will Ospreay feud.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah.
I got a hot take for y'all.
Uh-oh.
I said in the chat earlier, I have Eddie Guerrero top 20 all time, mainly because of his talent and the peak that he was able to produce. Like his peak, again, I'm not saying the man is overrated. His peak, the year and a half we got, changed the company in so many fucking ways. Like the victory over Brock, we still talk about it to this day. Yep. Elevating JBL to the main event scene. We don't get Cena without JBL. We don't get Cena without JBL. Elevating Cena into that shit. The shit with Dom. Dom is still leaning onto the Eddie shit to this day. That happened in what, 2005, SummerSlam 05, and Dom is looking like Eddie Guerrero light. So Eddie did so much, but his career really ain't really much to really be dunking on. It ain't really too much to me to be like, oh yeah, he was amazing. Like, no, like I think we all knew Eddie was a great, like the shit with China was fun. Yeah. But up until 2004, like Eddie, I was like, his career was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, he was mainly like mid-card tag team scene.
He was a high-level mid-carder, but what I'm saying is his career, like, when we're comparing him, what I'm trying to say is I think Eddie is one of those guys that people don't want to be honest about. And I have him top 20, but he's at the like lower end of 20, like 18 to 20.
Is that just WWE or in general?
Yeah, just WWE. Because his talent was so amazing in the year and a half that he was in the main event scene, what he was able to produce and how he was able to shape the company going forward, like he was a big part in that. Yeah. But then when we compare him to his counterparts, like the Jerichos, the Batistas, the Seths, the Codys, it gets to a point where the longevity unfortunately outweighs Eddie Guerrero in these convos, and unfortunately, they clear Eddie. And people don't want to admit that because of the talent he is and what he was able to produce in a year and a half. But other people have been able to produce what Eddie produced in a year and a half, but also do it on a much longer scale. And I think people just need to relax on Eddie Guerrero talks. He's top 20. I have him top 20 based off his talent and what he was produced in the year and a half. But comparing him to other people, a lot of people just clear him. It's a very clear-cut clear.
Yeah. I think people rank him based on what he could have been.
Yes.
If he stuck around. Or, unfortunately, if he didn't pass away.
Right.
I think people rank him based on that, and I think that is kind of disingenuous because we could do that with everybody else. Yeah. Like, for example, I've said before on the show, if Stone Cold stayed around for 5 more years and never had his neck injury, he'd be number 1 with a bullet. It wouldn't even be a conversation.
If American Alpha never got split up, we'd be talking about them as a top 5 tag team.
As an all-time great tag team. Like,
so that's how I feel about Eddie Guerrero. He's amazing, but we got to be honest about him, bro. Like, it gets to a point where, like I said, he's like bottom of the top 20. and longevity just outweighs, and it clears. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like Randy clears him, Jericho clears him, Batista clears him. Like,
I can't get with Batista.
What?
I can't get Batista.
What?
Nah.
Evolution, better world title run, just as good as feuds. Batista was literally arguably the face of an era before injury. It
was like a year though.
Better longevity, WrestleMania main eventer.
Oh yeah. When you bring that in, okay, yeah.
Like
I wouldn't say clear. I still wouldn't say clear, but I see Batista over him. I see that.
Oh God.
Because I just think Eddie wipes as a talent. So
yeah, for sure.
If Adam Cole in Undisputed Era debuted and Triple H took over earlier, he would have been a multiple-time world champ.
Yep.
Gargano would have beaten him.
Yep. They would have ran that story back.
And Gargano would have beaten him, and we would have gotten the last fucking laugh.
Nasty work. But yeah, I agree.
Roman's top 5 rivals are Seth, Kevin Owens, Cody, Braun Strowman, and Jey Uso.
Jay.
Okay, so Seth, I agree with.
Jay. Okay.
KO, I agree with. Cody, I agree with.
Strowman, I agree with. Now we're getting into Jay territory.
Jay, I see it, but at the same time, like...
Say the name. I think we probably might be thinking of the same name. We could be thinking about Jay.
I'm thinking Jay over Brock. Let's say Brock.
Yeah, fuck out of here. They had the 2 good matches. Fuck out of here. I mean, I probably have to go with Jay. Maybe AJ, but that was like 2 months.
That shit was way better than that.
It was really good, but the storytelling with Jay was another level. Like you got Night of Champions, Hell in a Cell, the Bloodline Civil War, the build to SummerSlam was great.
Yeah. Him and Jay's cooking. Me personally, CM Punk is there for me.
Now?
Bro, this shit is, bro.
I think it'll get there.
I don't see the video. I don't know, man.
Daniel Bryan, nah.
Ooh, wait, Daniel Bryan. I wouldn't say he's his best. I wouldn't say he's his best, but Daniel Bryan, like, even if we use headcanon, is really the reason why Roman Reigns never got over as a babyface. And on top of that, their matches are incredible. And he's the one that set Daniel Bryan packing from SmackDown, too.
In general, we keep it.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan's up there. He's up there. He's definitely an honorable mention.
Jade Cargill is winning next year's Rumble.
I hope not.
It's Rhea or Bianca.
I hope not. I hope Jade don't. She's not ready for that type of shit yet.
At all.
Oh, no.
She just started looking decent in singles matches, man.
Yeah.
Cam, shut the fuck up.
Nah, I'm with Cam. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
not
I don't want it.
All right, fellas, let's just fucking rip off the Band-Aid, bro. Black and Gold is over. Ruthless Aggression.
It has the argument, and I'm tired of people acting like it don't. If we're comparing quality of superstars, if we're comparing quality of matches, if we're comparing quality of stories, if we're comparing quality of factions, it's literally band for band. It matters what you like more.
I'm not going to say too much because I'm really starting to really tap into Black and Gold, but it's not a clear either way. I can say that.
Yeah, I don't think it's definitely a clear.
Yeah.
What holds it back is people. I mean, it's still a developmental at the end of the day.
That's it. That's really it.
But
that was
honestly,
main roster for years, but then.
But honestly, when I just look at it though, like Takeover at its peak was outdoing WrestleManias.
Yep.
It was making more. The NXT superstars, merchandise-wise, were making more than some main roster guys.
Yeah.
Like Undisputed Era was like #1 for a couple of months.
Yep.
I mean, when we're looking at stories, I mean, shit. Like people only think 2018 to 19 or 2017 to 19 is the only years for Black and Gold. It started from 2014 all the way to 2020.
And I started to hear murmurs of like 13. I'm not gonna lie.
So we're talking about the beginnings. Like they were cooking in the beginnings with the Neville and Zayn feud, the Sammy and Cesaro feud, the Tyson Kidd and Neville feud, the Tyler Breeze and Neville feud, Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. We're talking about KO and Sammy. We're talking about KO and Finn. We're talking like those are the shit that they were giving us at the beginning of Black and Gold.
Finn and Balor, not Finn and Balor, Jesus Christ. Finn and Joe story was starting to cook too when they won the Dusty Classic.
Like, man,
Sasha and Bailey. I don't know if you said that one.
Sasha and Bailey and Asuka.
The Horsewoman in general, bro.
Yeah, Asuka, Ember. Like, bro, people think Black and Gold only got 2 years. They gave us some heat. At the very beginning.
They just didn't get that like real attention to like late 17, early 18.
Hell yeah.
Before we get to this next one, chat, I see about 50 y'all here, bro. Get them likes up, man. Y'all been killing it all night. Y'all been killing it all night with these takes.
You already know.
The reason why the tag division is so poorly booked is because TKO, like Vince, doesn't think tag wrestling can draw.
I can see where he's coming from with that. Also, Courtney, I can see where he's coming from with that. Also, using the source that I have from the shows that I've been listening to this week. Triple H wants to distinguish Raw and SmackDown and what makes them like good. So like Raw and SmackDown. So like Raw, you're gonna see a lot more focus on like the women. Whereas for SmackDown, you're gonna see a lot more focus on the tag team action. He wants to make SmackDown the tag team show.
Then just move the whole tag division to SmackDown.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yo, like if you really feel that way, merge the fucking women's division, put them on one show. Honestly, do the SVR bullshit. Cruiserweight division on SmackDown, women on Raw, motherfucker. Let's do it that way.
Hey, shout out 07.
I think Becky versus Charlotte versus Ronda WrestleMania 35 is the most overrated match all time. Great, incredible moment, but match was not that great.
This is why I told niggas I hate the word overrated. Nobody rates this match high.
Allow me.
This nigga stretching, bro.
To present you. Do you see what's on my hand? Do you see what's on my hand? You smell that?
Ash?
It smells like Hogan and Andre.
Oh, wow.
That's what it smelled like. Hold on, wait. I got another flavor. It's called Once in a Fucking Lifetime.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that shit's getting overrated. Crazy now.
Fucking top tier wrestling. Fuck you.
I had to fight with Malik and G to not put this shit top 5.
It's not top 5.
Not top 5 WrestleMania matches.
Why is it top 5? WrestleMania, why is it top 5?
It wasn't not even main events. WrestleMania matches. I had to fight them to not put it top 5.
I don't know what the fuck they was talking about.
I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by G Baby, given the fucking little knowledge that he does have. Of course, he thinks it's the top 5 WrestleMania made.
Oh my gosh.
He ain't saying shit else. So.
Tell me that shit better than Brett and Austin.
Chat, when we go on No Name on Sunday, hashtag G do your homework.
Please.
Yeah, he ain't saying shit else, so of course.
G, that's all I'm gonna say on it. We had a long convo in the chat. G, do your homework.
He ain't saying shit else, so of course somebody that's grew up on WWE and only knows 2010's WWE is gonna think that, of course.
This one I agree with for everybody else but one woman.
Ooh.
So let's read the hot take real quick. No one will ever challenge Becky's status as the GOAT simply because there will never be another woman that can ever say they were the face of the company, including both divisions. I agree, except for one woman. Her name is Bianca Belair.
Oh, yeah.
I think that is the only one I can truly see giving Becky a run for her money once Bianca really gets her peak rolling. Because she's not even at her peak yet.
And she has time.
And she got too much time. How old is she? She like what, 35?
Like 30, 31? 32?
How old is she?
Let's
36.
Right
36.
Okay.
30's fucking 6. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, she got time.
Oh, buddy.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. If you try to tell me anybody else is the women's GOAT in WWE, I'm not listening to your argument.
I'm laughing in your face if you say Charlotte
Flair.
I'm
laughing in your face and I'm walking away. Everybody's best work is with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch elevates everybody in terms of their quality of work. Like, I struggle to see what the argument against her is. And if you say she can't cut a promo, you're wrong. You're just wrong. She's been able to succeed as a heel and a babyface.
Facts. She's elevating a dead division.
I very much struggle to see what the argument is.
All right, let's go, Chris. What we got?
Let's see. If Batista existed in WWF in the 90s, he could have been top 10 for best wrestlers of all time.
Batista,
No.
Basically, if he didn't get such a late start in his career.
Because
there's so many talents from just the Attitude Era that wipe him.
I don't know. In Attitude Era, it wasn't this big meaty guy era like the Ruthless Aggression era was.
We're talking Ruthless Aggression era.
I agree. But Attitude Era, it was all about make money now by any means. Fuck
kill
WCW.
Yeah,
WCW. Kill WCW.
We're talking Ruthless Aggression. There are a lot of names in the that I think in the Ruthless Aggression era. Well, it probably could have you put Braun Strowman in the Ruthless Aggression era. Oh yeah,
him and Brock would have been legendary. He putting over Brock 5 straight pay-per-views.
And can do the typical WWE.
Oh wait, he already did that. Holy shit! Holy smokes!
You're stupid.
Holy smokes!
Oh yeah, Strowman. Oh yeah, Strowman in the Attitude Era, or not Attitude Era. Strowman in the New Generation era. Oh yeah, Strowman.
Hey, you guys can sign me, but I'm gonna tell you, it was worth it. You know damn well he pushing Mason Ryan in the Ruthless Aggression era. Stop playing, bro. You know damn well he's pushing Mason Ryan.
Damn.
He's pushing Mason Ryan, bro. What you mean, bro? Stop shaking your head. No, you know he is. Him and Batista tag team. They gonna be called Filipino brothers.
Next one, nigga.
Punk showed he's a better promo than Rock with his recent run.
I've said that for a very long time. Even before Punk came back, I've said that.
I agree with you. I probably would have said that before.
I've always said Cena, Punk, Rock. So.
Because I asked the watch along the other night. Who's the better promo all time, Punk or Cena? Chad was heavy on Punk.
They're smoking dick, Cena.
It's Cena. I think that pipe bomb gets a lot of people. Let me not say that. I don't want to, because Punk is elite.
Cena's the GOAT, Mike.
It's Cena. The way he can tear down literally everybody. Yeah, it's John Cena. It's John Cena. Next one.
Let me find a good one here. Let me find a good one.
Even top 3, bro. That man Foley.
Foley's in that combo too.
If we talking quality and consistency, Punk is top 10 and over Randy.
Yes, I've been yes.
I disagree with both.
CM Punk is over Randy Orton. I said CM Punk was over Randy Orton.
I'd say Heidenreich over both.
And I got laughed at and I got signed because I've been saying CM Punk's better than.
Well, it's the time frame you said it. He was a fucking idiot. What the fuck?
CM Punk
tears his shit and that shit hanging off of him, and you push the top 10 agendas. What the fuck he do?
I don't agree with either statement. I'm gonna be honest.
Over Randy Orton.
I see the vision now.
I think Punk will pass him.
I think he's already has.
All right, so here's
in WWE
the thing.
or in general.
In WWE, I think he already has.
No.
You look at
So here's the thing. Punk definitely got the peak. Punk definitely got the better match catalog. But Randy's at least been a good champion like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that to me also matters because like I understand quality and stuff, but like the title reigns, how you were able to elevate other people, like to me that matters.
I would argue he has the better feuds. Well, I would argue Punk has the better feuds. I would argue Punk has the better stories in that company. What's the better feud? John Cena and CM Punk, Randy Orton and John Cena. What's the better feud?
John Cena and CM Punk.
That's not even Randy's best feud.
What's Randy's best feud?
To me, it's clearly Bryan.
Oh, okay.
And we're not gonna act like that's a clear because both CM Punk and Cena and Randy and Bryan were both fucking game-changing fucking feuds in that time frame. Even though I say Triple H more, but it's the Authority versus Bryan. But Randy was the champion, so he deserves some shit. But you also got Punk and Jeff in there. Punk and Seth is great. Punk and Drew, and who's Randy got? Randy, I agree that
got Edge, Christian, Daniel Bryan,
Foley,
Cena, Foley, Triple H.
I agree. Punk got it, but I don't think it's as huge clear that everybody make it seem.
I don't have Punk top 10 though. I can't give him top 10.
Randy's a better world champion, better mid-card champion, better tag champion. Elevation, low key.
I'm going Orton.
I'm going Orton. Orton. That's what I'm saying. It's not really a clear.
No.
And if we're looking at Impact, Evolution, bro, he was part of that.
Yeah.
So Randy gets often underrated in these certain conversations.
No, I can't put Punk over Randy. Not yet. Yeah, Punk top 10. No. That's one I'm definitely no.
I can't do it. I gotta update my top 10, but Punk's not in it.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no, I got Seth over both. Thank you.
Same.
I don't have Randall on my top 10 either. So.
You stupid.
Yeah, I don't.
The Bloodline story at its peak still isn't better than End of an Era.
At its peak. Okay.
He's cooking. You are cooking. You're cooking. You're cooking. You're cooking. Greatest match of all time. You're fucking cooking. It's the greatest match I've ever seen with my own two fucking eyes, bro. End of a motherfucking era. Yes, sir. Greatest kick out of all time. Yes, sir. Greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time. Yes, sir. Should have been the main event because fuck once in a lifetime. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got both those top three, but I don't know. No, I don't know.
I got something to say.
He cooked. He cooked. Undertaker's the GOAT. That's why. Why.
Say real quick, and then we
fucking why.
I got something to say real quick, and then we can continue with the hot take. Sean Ross Sapp on Twitter posted the clip. He posted this photo right here. All right?
Yeah.
Taz doing his tribute to Sabu, doing that, right?
Let me guess.
Fucking fuck. This is why I say tribalism stuff.
I knew it.
We are taking this to fucking Taz over a fucking tribute. Are you kidding me?
Were they doing what?
Huh?
Were they doing what?
They're trying to put AEW down based off this tribute thing. Are you kidding me?
You talk about a company that didn't you talk about WWE, the company that didn't respect Sabu for the wrestler he was.
They don't even have him in the hall.
They tore down the original ECW to make that bootleg shit. What the fuck?
Fuck out of here with that, yo.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I don't understand.
Let's be for real, bro. WWE did not value Sabu. Come on, bro. Let's not defend WWE.
Well, how are they trying to tear down AEW with that? Like, how can you tear down AEW?
A tribute. Fuck you.
Bro, they're on there. Bro, they're on here saying, "Oh,
yeah." About to say they acting like Roman Reigns invented this shit, yo.
Like, what the fuck?
Pointed to the sky. Let me tell you something. Finn Balor pointed to the sky when he won the Universal title.
Yep. Well, because he couldn't lift his arm up.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up. You ruined shit. Shut up.
No, you're evil when you're sick.
Yeah, shut up.
Next one.
He could have easily put the belt in the other fucking arm.
No, I was gonna say they're in the comment section going, "Oh, bro, they're in the comment, bro, from Taz doing this for Sabu, right? They're in the comment section going, oh, it's about time AEW was acknowledging the superior company, and they're putting Roman Reigns in the fucking replies."
Send me the tweet so I can mute everybody. Let's get this list even longer than it already is.
Y'all want to see my block list? Shit, man.
This shit is long.
My block list heavy.
Because these motherfuckers.
Watch when I make it big. Motherfuckers gonna be like, why he blocked me? Probably some shit you said back in.
You said some stupid shit.
You said some stupid shit back in 2022, bro.
Literally, I'm not gonna scan your page to see if you said something better. No. Once I see stupid shit one time, you're muted. You're muted.
It ain't that serious. Just some trolls.
You right.
I should mute you. I should mute you. I should mute you. What if one of your family members died and we did a fucking joke? Would it be serious then?
Hey.
That's sometimes how you gotta put it to motherfuckers. If it was somebody you loved and when I said that shit, it gonna be serious then?
That's fair.
Talk about it ain't that serious. Come on, man. A motherfucker just died, and motherfuckers just doing a tribute. Ain't no my bad, big bro. Ain't no. Don't be a dumbass saying that shit. Talking about it ain't serious. It's just some trolls. Somebody died, and they're doing a tribute. And instead of saying, damn, R.I.P., they're talking about they're putting over somebody else. Like, there's a place for trolls, and there's a place to say, oh, it ain't that serious. Fuck out of here with that shit. Have some common decency. We're fucking human beings.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's somebody's favorite wrestler. That is somebody that helped somebody fall in love with professional wrestling. There's probably old heads that are really fucking crying right now because Sabu changed how they view professional wrestling. Motherfuckers want to say it ain't that serious. It's trolls. Fuck out of here, man. Come on, man.
Next one,
man.
We got one. Lewis.
Motherfuckers are lucky I signed out. And I see that shit, bro. I'm fucking muting motherfuckers. Come on, man. We're human. We're human beings. I said we're human beings. We see fucking wrestlers die all the time or whatever, and it gets fucking sad. These are people that help fucking change the shit that we fucking love, bro. Don't tell nobody it ain't that serious. It's serious to somebody.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Jim Ross having cancer is serious to somebody. It's serious to us. I wish somebody tell me shit like that wasn't serious.
TNA, when it was known as Global Force Wrestling for the entire summer of 2017, was kind of underrated.
No. Let me at it. No. When they changed to Global Force Wrestling, they almost fucking died. Okay? They did this stupid ass Global Force Wrestling and Impact angle, and it was fucking trash. That shit was trash. And you know what they did? They bought Global Force Wrestling. Look at the championships when they bought it. Look at the championships. It was literally the Global Force Championships with a metal plate smacked in the middle with the Impact logo. Let me find it.
Wasn't Del Rio a champion?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Let me show you how bad this shit is. Yep. This was the title that good old Eli Drake held and actually made prestigious. He somehow made this piece of shit title prestigious. Let me show you how bad this shit is.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
But this everything was bad. Nothing was good. Nothing was fire. Nothing was good. Nothing was fire. This shit was trash. Let me see. Share screen. Yep. Share. Yep. I shared my screen.
Oh, there you
go.
That's what the title looks like. That's what it looks like with the Impact shit.
Shit, bro.
Oh.
One of the worst titles ever.
I swear I made that shit.
Look at that. Did you see what they did?
I bought a big trash can just to make sure I don't miss it.
Did y'all see what they did, bro? Look at that shit, bro. They slapped a metal plate on
They didn't even try, bro.
At all,
They
bro.
didn't even fucking try.
Oh my
Cam, this was a real match. This was a real match.
Oh man. I was tuned out of Impact at this point.
I was
too,
done.
When the Hardys left, I stopped caring.
Yeah.
Cam, this shit was real. You know what else is real?
I would say this though. One of the funniest things from that, I would say
this was real too. This was real too. This was real too. This was real too.
For Slammiversary?
And you want to know the result of the match? That was the result. Oh my god. Oh look, two bell patron. Two bell
patron is crazy.
Daniel, I agree. TNA does need to be studied. Because I don't know how this company hasn't died. I don't know how this company didn't die.
Bro, they got 9 lives, bro.
I absolutely
They're
watched. I watched willingly, and I was sad.
I can't even roast you because I watched 2019.
Hey Cam, you know what we got in that time frame though? Hold on. Cam, you know what we got in that time frame?
What?
We got this shit right here. This the shit that need to be glazed right here. This carried the company from brokenness right here. That's the Grap Central right here. No troll. Put my screen up. Grap Central right there. Grap Central.
Oh yeah, of course.
Graps. At least see more graps right there. You want to see more graps? Boom, more graps right there.
Bro, you know what was my favorite era of this? Bro, you know what my favorite thing was during this time period? I'm not gonna hold you. I'm trying to think if you remember this. It was Scott Steiner and I think Josh Matthews against Jeremy Borash and
yes,
yep. Bro, that was the match. Scott Steiner is chasing after I think Joe Park in a golf cart, and the entire time Scott Steiner is just calling him a fat ass. That is my favorite. Fat ass. Get over here, fat ass.
Hey, do you want to know something? So let me put to you how bad TNA was in this time frame, right? Eli Drake is a dominant champion. They signed Austin Aries, right? And this is when Austin Aries was doing this belt collector shit on the Indies, where he went to Defiant and won the world title. He went to Defy and won the world title. He was on his belt collector shit. You know what he does first night back? Squashes Eli Drake.
Damn.
And becomes world champion. You know what he does after that? You know what he does after that? There was a story, right? Matt Sydal becomes double champion. He becomes Impact Grand Champion, which is technically the Heritage Cup, and he becomes X Division champion. You know what Austin Aries says? I want both. So we're just gonna go title for titles. And Matt Sydal's like, okay. You know what happens? Austin Aries wins both. He's now holding every single title.
Awesome Kurt Angle shit.
Weak ass Kurt Angle shit. And you know what happens? Penta comes in because they do the partnership with Lucha Underground, and he has a feud with Austin Aries, and he beats Austin Aries for the world title. You know what happens 3 weeks later? Austin Aries gets it back, and we never see Penta again.
Where didn't they do that? Where didn't they do Austin? Bro, didn't they do Austin Aries and John Morrison at Bound for Glory?
Oh, the one where Austin Aries no soul to walk away.
Hey Cam, you want to know this? They had red tights, spandex, Will Ospreay in the fucking in the X Division ladder match at Bound for Glory. Will Ospreay wanted to be a TNA when he wanted to be an Impact at that time. Believe it or not, you know what they told him? Nah, we don't believe in it.
Nah, but TNA needs to be studied. They
told Ospreay,
TNA needs
we don't believe in you, gang. So you know what he did? He went to New Japan. Rest is history.
Nah, TNA needs to be studied. They seriously need to. TNA needs to be studied. They seriously need to be studied.
Who the fuck they got fucking pictures of, bro?
Bro, the fact that TNA had Okada under contract and they had Okada working for them, and they ruined Okada so badly, that it caused that it made New Japan go, fuck you, don't ever call us again.
Bro.
Crazy work.
They had the Young Bucks under contract and fumbled them. I know people don't like the Young Bucks, but I know people don't like the Young Bucks. I know how the fuck you have them under contract and you don't do shit with them. Well, my God.
Yeah, no, Kim, they did not believe Ospreay in the X Division. You know what they told them? We rocking with Lince Dorado instead.
Oh, God.
We're rocking with Tigre Uno instead.
Hey, Ospreay grew up with TNA kid.
You know what's great? Bro, they said, nah. And you know what happened? New Japan said, here you go, pal. Here you go. Rest is history. I think we can tell what Ospreay is now.
Nasty.
There's so many.
They fumble so much.
There's so many. Let me tell y'all, this was 2013. they signed Jesse Sorensen, right? Jesse Sorensen was supposed to be the next face of Impact, right?
Okay.
For the future. You know what I'm saying? Very young, athletic or whatever. Has some work to do, but you could tell they were really high on the kid. Y'all probably remember Jesse Sorensen. They said, we got to get him over. We got to make sure he's safe, though, when he gets over, right? We got to make sure he looks strong. You know what they did? Y'all know what they did? They put him in a feud with Kid Cash.
I thought we Jesse Sorensen. I remember he got. I'm trying to think.
It was the knee to Zema Ion that broke his neck. Yeah,
I remember he broke his neck.
Dang.
Yeah, I remember he broke his neck. Dixie Carter told him and his mom, "You have a job for life. You know, you have a job for life with this company. We're gonna help you." And then I think not even a few months later, they proceeded to cut him.
What type of shit?
Wow.
Yep. Jesse Sorensen was supposed to be like this next big thing. Like, yep, this is our white meat baby face. This is what we want. And they dead ass said, we got to make him look strong. So you know what we did? We put him against Kid fucking Cash. If y'all know anything about Kid Cash, he is a safe worker. He is. But he is also very stiff. Mind you, Jesse Sorensen ain't worked with nobody like this up to this point. Like, he was working like Shannon Moore and all these other motherfucking guys. No. Kid Cash whipped the shit out this man. Kid Cash. And Kid Cash was in X Division title scenes after that. Jesse Sorensen was not. Yeah.
What year was that?
2012-ish, 13-ish. Hey, Kim, you want to know what else, Kim? You want to know what else? You remember when they ran back RVD and Jerry Lynn for the X Division title?
What year was that?
2013.
I don't remember.
Oh, buddy, let me show you this. Oh, buddy. This was right. This was right before RVD lost the X Division title to Kenny King.
I'm trying to think. What do I remember from?
I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm a TNA merchant.
I'm trying to think. What do I remember from 2013 TNA? Because
where is he? Where the fuck? Where is it?
I'm trying to think about what I remember. I remember.
Yeah, Kev. This bitch is sad. Hold on, I got you right here. You want to see how sad this shit is?
I remember. What's it called? I remember.
Show that.
I remember the Aces and Eights. I remember Chris Sabin winning the TNA title, holding it for like a week. I remember.
Look at that shit, Cam. Look at that.
Bro, I remember Rampage Jackson and Tito Ortiz making their TNA debuts.
Oh yeah, that was when so
I remember that shit.
Do you know the story about that?
That it was I'm correct. Spike was airing Bellator at the time. And Tito Ortiz and Rampage Jackson were being scheduled to fight on the Bellator show. Mm-hmm. And in order to help promote it, TNA said, in order to help promote it, Spike said, let's put Rampage and Tito on TV. Rampage Jackson ended up being part of the Aces. Rampage Jackson ended up being part of the Main Event Mafia. Yep. Tito Ortiz was part of the Aces and Eights. I think they may have made one appearance to TNA, and they were never seen from again.
Here's the thing, though. There's more to it. Rampage was actually committed to being an Impact wrestler going forward. So he talked with TNA, and Rampage was like, I would really like to give this a try. Impact was like, sure, that's great. We'll send somebody over to train you. Rampage commits. He has a ring in his backyard. Dixie Carter never sent anybody to train him.
Oh my God.
What?
That's what he said. He was committed. He was willing to work with it. He was willing to learn and understand. He was willing to be a wrestler going forward. And he bought a ring and he put it in his backyard. They never sent anybody to train him. I'm being so serious. They never sent anybody to train him.
That's a fucking shame.
So he had one match. And the one match he had was the match where AJ stopped being the lone wolf and went back to being the phenomenal AJ Styles. That was the tag match where in Nashville, everybody put their careers on the line. It was the loser who got pinned. The guy that got pinned had to leave Impact forever. And that was the match.
And Devon, I think, lost.
Devon got his bitch ass pinned.
But I remember that moment though. I remember that was a great moment. I remember that moment because I remember certain shit like with the Aces.
AJ turning back face is the greatest face turn they ever had.
I remember certain shit with the AJ Styles and Aces and Ace build up. What is it called? Like I remember Aces and Nates offering AJ a beer, or whatever. They're like, you gotta guzzle the beer, man. You gotta guzzle it to join us. You gotta.
And he did.
AJ Styles was sitting there. AJ, for somebody who doesn't drink, AJ Styles was guzzling that thing down, bro. He was. That nigga was feeling. That nigga was.
I will tell you though, I did not think the plan was to revisit Bully Ray and AJ though. I'm glad it did. The Bound for Glory match was fire.
Nigga was enjoying that. He was drinking that beer, and then when he got done with it, he took that hammer and he said, Aces and Aces.
But yeah, no, that's the story with Rampage. So when everybody's like, why isn't Rampage wrestling? Well, he wanted to. They just never trained him. But they said that they were going to send over a trainer. And they never did. But you know what's crazy, though? They had motherfucking King Mo in 2016 in steel cage matches.
I remember
King
that.
Mo for Dixieland.
I remember they had Ezekiel Jackson and Snitsky as Dixie Carter's heavies. I remember that.
Dixieland, bro. Dixieland.
But I remember that.
Next take. Next take before I crash. What the fuck?
You didn't know that?
I remember that.
Bro,
Ezekiel Jackson and
did you know they had Kurt Angle be GM?
in TNA?
Yeah, Kurt Angle was the general manager. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but I remember
Wait, was this like? Oh no! I remember that. I remember like it was like 2014, 2013ish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember when he told Willow to go back to being Jeff Hardy, and that's when he won the Battle Royal to face Lashley. I remember that.
You know what's crazy? He went out with a bang. His last day on the job, he was like, you know what? Since I'm about to resign, fuck it. Austin Aries, you're the X Division champ. No, he said, low key, you're the X Division champion. You're defending the night. Lashley, you're defending the night. The tag champs, which I believe were the Wolves at the time, you're defending the night. Everybody who's a champion is defending tonight. And he looks at MVP and he's like, oh, just so you know, MVP, our match starts right now because I quit. Boom! Smacks the shit out of MVP and whoops MVP's ass.
Man.
Beat the shit out MVP.
And, the only segment I remember was when Kurt brought out Willow and said, nah, I need Jeff Hardy back. He said, fuck this creepy shit. Give me Jeff back. Hey,
Cam, you remember Rockstar Spud's cash in on low key?
I don't think I do. I remember.
You don't?
I don't. I remember Rockstar Spud wrestling Kurt Angle for the TNA title. I remember that.
Next.
He did.
Next.
No, Mo. It made sense because Rockstar Spud was X Division champion and he exercised option C.
Oh, okay.
But they did a main event. The main event was an announced cash-in by Austin Aries. Austin Aries said, you know what? Since you're utilizing option C, I'm going to announce my cash-in, and I'm going to just face the winner. And you know what happened? Kurt Angle got 2 title defenses in one night and won both.
That's nuts.
We're talking about damn near asthma pump Angle.
And
he made both Austin Aries and Rockstar Spud tap out. Holy shit.
One night.
In one motherfucking night. In big 2000 and... Was that 15? No, it was
15?
Like 15-ish. And you know what happened, Mo? You know what happened? Kev, you know what happened after that? Trouble.
Ah, you stupid.
Who?
EC3.
EC3. 2 months later, beats Kurt Angle for the world title by what? A roll-up. A fucking roll-up.
No wonder Kurt left.
And you know what happened after that? I'll tell you what happened after that. Matt Hardy happened.
I remember that.
Oh, okay. I do remember that a little bit.
I remember I was at Bound for Glory. That year when Matt Hardy won the title. I was there for that.
That was actually a great story. That Jeff sacrificed being a wrestler and was willing to be EC3's bitch and wear a EC3 suit. I'm talking about a suit that had EC3's face all over it carry around a big ass EC3 sign just so Matt Hardy got a title shot. That's some real brother shit. It worked out.
And then Matt got broken Matt Hardy.
And then you know what happened after that?
What?
A lame ass, unneeded, stupid ass double turn. Matt Hardy went heel and took Brodus and took Tyrus from EC3, and Tyrus laid out EC3, and EC3 became face.
I remember that.
Oh, I do remember that.
I remember that bullshit.
I'm just going through the years of TNA. I told you I was in them trenches now.
Well,
I was there.
Bullshit.
I was there.
I was like in and out, but like when the Hardys officially left, I was done.
Hey, listen, I was there when Sanjay Dutt finally won the X Division title. You know what happened 2 weeks later? Trevor Lee didn't beat Sanjay Dutt, but he steals his belt, and Sanjay's the X Division champion, and he's without his belt for like 2 months.
What the fuck?
And I'm talking about Cam. I'm talking about it was Jay White versus MJF, but a much shittier Jay White versus MJF.
Hell no.
Ugh.
You remember when Jay White stole MJF's title?
I do remember that.
It was that, but way worse. And even then, when Sanjay Dutt would beat Trevor Lee would still take the belt.
This Jay White MJF feud pisses me off. The match was shittier. Oh my god, that was a shit.
The feud was shit. The match was shitty.
Matt
Thunder Cena Orton the SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, Matt Thunder was right. Matt Hardy won the world title. And he had a storyline vacated. He vacated the title because EC3 and Dixie Carter threatened to pursue legal actions. EC3 won it back in the tournament, and then the double turn happened. Where this motherfucker, Matt Hardy, do you know how he won? And then we can get to the next topic. I'm sorry, Chris. Y'all know how he won? Rebby hands him a diaper bag. Do you know what the fuck was in the diaper bag? Because this is when Matt Hardy had his first child. I don't know his child's name. Is it Maxwell? No, that's not Maxwell.
I'm not sure. I think it is Maxwell.
I don't want to butcher your name, Matt, but he has his first son. She hands him a diaper bag, and there's a hammer in the diaper bag. Clocks EC3 1, 2, 3, and Tyrus joins Matt Hardy. And then after, we thought we were getting somewhere because Drew Galloway won Feast or Fired and then cashed in on him and became champion. But Galloway ain't do shit with that fucking belt.
I love this TNA education session.
Oh yeah, did you know that Micah and Eli Drake had a feud?
No.
Who's Micah?
Tongaloa.
Okay.
Next.
Because Drew Galloway, Micah, and Eli Drake were in a group called the Rising, which was pretty much to stand up against the Beatdown Clan. Crazy work. LA Knight in a Stop Bullying Me feud. That's what he was in. Tongaloa doing that shit too. All LA Knight does is bully people. That's why he over. But I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
Sammy's face run on the main roster is better than his NXT run.
No. Absolutely not. No.
I can't get jiggy with that at all.
Nope.
Just the rise to get to the NXT title. No.
Man, y'all lucky as fuck they didn't have arenas back then for NXT.
No, I can't get with that.
Yeah, King Jones. MVP said the N-word on TV. But he was real. Yeah, he was talking politics. That shit was real.
Yeah.
He said, y'all call us thugs. Thugs is another word for fill the blank. But yeah, no. Sami Zayn's story with going against Neville is just crazy. Like in that time frame, I didn't think any story would top it until we got to Johnny Gargano. But even then, so like after Sami Zayn won the NXT Championship, he had a great feud with Samoa Joe. He was the introduction for Shinsuke Nakamura in NXT.
Yep.
Like Sami Zayn at one point was like he was NXT.
He wasn't. He set the blueprint for Johnny Gargano too.
Yeah.
just pretty much take over.
Perfect underdog story. People forget Sami Zayn put his career on the line in that match. That's how he got the match.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that is, man.
Let's go.
All right,
let's
next
go.
one. Next one.
Would this be the last one or no?
Let me try and find one more good one.
Find like two more. Yeah, find like two.
Yeah, two more, and we can.
Damn, Cam, we went on an Impact memory lane binge.
It's fine with me. God, boy, I remember some of that.
Clearly bad memory.
Did y'all know Low Key joined LAX?
No, I did
when
not
was
know
this?
What you mean? Well, it made sense because most people don't know Low Key is Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
But he had an Agent 47 gimmick.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Bald ass.
Mo, do you know who Agent 47 is?
No.
He's never played Hitman. Oh my
Hitman.
God.
Oh.
Stop pretending like you know.
Yeah, I briefly played Hitman.
Bald, red tie.
Yeah.
That was his gimmick.
That shit came with
and
my
he was in
Xbox One.
LAX. And you know why he didn't get over? Because Johnny Impact happened. You know who Johnny Impact is? John Morrison.
John Morrison, yeah.
And you know what's crazy? They built up Johnny Impact. You know what's crazy, Cam? They built up Johnny Impact to fight for the world title. And you know what they did that year? You know what the fuck they did? They didn't have him fight for the world title because they ran Eli Drake versus Petey Williams at Bound for Glory. Great match, by the way. That match is great, but fuck. All right, let's go.
Peak TNA over Ruthless Aggression.
No.
What's up with this Ruthless Aggression?
No. Are y'all getting into overrated category for Ruthless?
Y'all better not.
I'm not.
I will hang y'all. You better not.
Are y'all getting into overrated? I kind of smell overratedness from y'all. I don't agree, but y'all crazy.
All right, I see one more here. Karrion Kross getting over on his own online will not keep him on the roster past this year.
Whoa. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
No, Matt Thunder. I said Petey Williams and Eli Drake.
He needs to do more shit on TV.
Facts.
Yes.
I don't know why the hell he's being. I don't know why the hell he's been subjected to just. I don't know why I'm personally. Oh,
you're right. It did happen, Matt Thunder. My fault.
Personally, I'm not a Karrion Kross fan. Personally, I'm not. But I don't understand why someone who's been getting has not been put on the TV. He has not been put on TV a lot more. I don't know why he hasn't been put on TV a lot more. I don't know why he's been subjected to main event and an interview when they go on commercial. I don't understand, bro. I don't know why he's not on TV more. He should be on TV stacking. He should be on TV. See, this is what I hate. WWE, they release a whole bunch of people. They don't have pin. They release a whole bunch of people and they don't have pin eaters. You can have Karrion Kross on TV slowly racking up some wins. And you can have Karrion Kross on TV slowly racking up some wins. He's hot. Take advantage of it. Who knows if Karrion Kross is going to be this hot 2 months down the line? He's hot right now. Right? Karrion Kross, he's hot right now. Try to capitalize off. Because I'm not trying to diss Karrion Kross when I say this. I promise you. But who knows if he's this over or if he's even. But who knows if he's this over, if he's even over in 2-3 months time. Do something with Karrion Kross. He's getting over. He's getting reaction. Do something with him. You utilize him. I don't know why. Utilize him. Put him in the ring. Have him win some matches. I don't know why he's not this guy. I don't know. Oh, is my audio bad? I'm sorry.
A little bit.
Oh, my bad.
You're better now.
All right. But I don't understand why Karrion Kross isn't on TV a lot more, or why he hasn't been getting any opportunities on TV. Take advantage of it. He's over. Who knows if he's over 2 or 3 months down the line? I'm not trying to diss Karrion Kross, by the way, when I say that. I'm just saying, who knows if he's over 2 or 3 months down the line? But I would say do shit with him.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm personally not a merch guy, but WWE are a company, and if he's getting them, if he's number one in merch, I don't know. That's kind of tough to say. Usually anybody that sells good merch and like makes you a lot of money in merch, they usually stay.
Right.
I just think he's banking on himself to make more money and raising his stock more, so that way contract negotiations he can say like I was number one in merch.
Yep.
I was this, I was that. I'm over right now. Like I need more money type shit.
With y'all there. Yeah, I think the fact that he's just making them paper right now and he keeps doing this work online, I don't see why they wouldn't. If this was the Vince McMahon era, where you get yourself over, you get punished basically, like they did with Zack Ryder.
He'd have been done.
Yeah. These days, nah. I think he'll be fine. I don't see him getting let go this past and the next year. If that happens, we'll come back to this. But I don't see that. I don't see that. Like if there's somebody that's a dark horse for Money in the Bank, it's him. I don't think he should, but he's a dark horse
for sure. All right, that's great episode.
That's pretty much it for this episode of the Red M Podcast, man.
That was really good, bro. That was some solid takes.
Some good hot takes, man. Before y'all hop out of here, make sure y'all follow us on Spotify, Apple Music. Follow all the social medias. All of that is in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the stream. If you hear now, if you hear later, if you hear 10 years from now, like up the stream. What else I gotta plug in? Check out No Name every Sunday as well. What else is there to plug? When I get my voice back, I'll make more videos. I just can't
run Cam's new video up.
Yeah, watch Cam's new video. The link is in the description for his channel, so go check that out.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, pretty damn good video.
As always, I encourage everybody to pop out for the weekly watch-alongs, man. We're here for Raw, NXT, Dynamite, if that's your thing, and SmackDown, unfortunately.
Lee Johnson, if you were watching this, I want the smoke. Pull up. If you're watching this, Lee Johnson, pull up. You can't whoop my ass. I want the smoke. Pull up.
I will say too, I will be going live on my channel tomorrow. We are finishing Incredibles, and then Saturday and Sunday we will start a new game. So if y'all interested in seeing me play some cartoon games, we lit. And of course, join the Discord. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to chill, talk wrestling, talk about other things, have a great time. You know what I'm saying? If you need a vent, we all here. So definitely join the Discord. Love having everybody.
Absolutely. And y'all know what to do. Let them know, Chris.
Bring back bullying, gang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.